we'll let the others keep their squeaky clean images. And we'll focus on what really matters. Coyote, we dig dirt.
We're the strong mind. We're coming up with a good plan. You know what you are? See, when you're the strawberries, you're the eye candy. That's a compliment, man.
Right.
Red, white, and blue slush flow. I've never met someone who refuses to take a compliment like that.
Hey, what's that?
Bought groceries with my Credit Karma Money debit card and want a reimbursement. So I bought myself this trophy.
And filled it with nachos. Don't say it.
Nacho trophy.
Get paid back for the stuff you pay for with Instant Karma.
Season no one saw coming. Not that it's a bad thing. I am something none of you expected. And each surprise leads to one heck of a summer. Because this year, to make the playoffs, you better win, or you're not in. And one thing is for sure this season, I'm not certain what happens next. And neither are you. I am NASCAR. Cars are starting to roll off of pit road, but let's go down there to Dave Burns.
And Rick, one of the stories to watch today is Noah Gragson in the 9 car. He will start shotgun in the Henry 180. That's because they had to change a motor overnight after a practice failure, and he was going to start in the back regardless of what he did in qualifying. So the team did not go out and make a full lap.
What up, y'all?
How's
it going? I might not be able to stream the whole race because I have to work at 5. But I'm hoping it's over by then.
Crew chief a moment ago. I said, did that surprise you a little bit? He said, no. He said, we were talking about 3 weeks for the motivation in this. Ty is in the 81 car, in the 54, the car that Ty normally runs, Kyle Busch. He said, if we can beat Kyle Busch, we will certainly be very happy with what's happened. Parker?
And Marty, one of the guys you might have to beat, though, is that 16 car of A.J. Allmendinger. He has 5 wins on road courses, including here at Road America. But today, he told me, might be one of his toughest challenges yet. He said they just have not been able to get the rear grip in that Xfinity car. And he actually remarked, I think I have a better chance of winning in my Cup car tomorrow than I do in this Xfinity car. But he said he's just going to drive it as hard as it'll go and see if he'll have the speed, Jack, to get in victory lane.
Well, Parker, the longest track creates a village for race fans to call home as you turn around these 14 turns. You have people camping out, living. Look at this guy's having some fun right here. They are taking full advantage. There's just something so special about being at a place they call Road America as we creep toward the 4th of July, Rick.
What a great weekend. The fans have come out. Thousands and thousands of fans are camping all the way around this track, and it's a beautiful sight to see. We saw the 81. We were talking about Ty Gibbs. He got a little shove to get started, and so he's going to get his spot back.
Yeah, just something to keep in mind. If he does have an off-track issue later, installs the car, will it refire on its own or not? We'll have to just keep an eye on that. Or even on pit road.
Ty Gibbs has a different car number today.
All right, let's take a look at today's starting grid, brought to you by Blue Emu. And we can talk a lot about the 18-year-old Ty Gibbs. Became the youngest road course pole winner with his pole win. And Austin Cindric, who everyone is pointing to as the favorite, they will make up row 1.
Yeah, a pair of 3-time road course winners in row 3 with Kyle Busch and Justin Allgaier. So definitely a road to keep an eye on as we go through the day.
It's interesting. Names having some good starts. Cody Ware back in 17th. Spencer Plumley, Preston Hardis, Andy Lally, Josh Balicki. A lot of names that you typically don't see up toward the front. Jay Buford. These guys had some great qualifying runs. Kevin Harvick way back there at 20th. Brandon Brown.
See a handful of drivers to the rear. Brett Moffitt, Ellis.
Up to the final page. Blue Emu starting grid. At the rear there, Natalie Decker, Noah Gragson, Riley Herbst in a backup car, so he will start back there in the middle of the field. There are 3 drivers. Sam Mayer, one from Franklin, Wisconsin. Another driver, Josh Balicki, Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, and Natalie Decker from Eagle River, Wisconsin. A couple of the Wisconsin drivers in the field today. Marty?
Hey, Rick, you see Ty Gibbs finally back up to speed. The reason they couldn't get it going, they knew they had a starter issue, Steve, which Chris Gale, as crew chief, was not very concerned about. They had to be pushed off, actually, for that second round of qualifying to be able to go out and qualify for the pole. So they actually knew they would have this issue. I don't think you'd be too concerned, Steve, would you? But certainly, you know, if you're going to get stalled on the racetrack, that would be a bit of an issue.
Yeah, and like Jeff mentioned, you know, pit road. I know the crew would be there to push you off, but it's part of this pit road.
Hey guys, I need to get through.
I said it looked like a 2-lane road. Well, it's 2 lane, too wide. He's trying to find the shoulder.
It shows you how narrow this racetrack is. He just wants to get by these guys, and, you know, they've got to know he's trying to come around. But look, you know, this is not a racetrack like Watkins Glen that's real wide. It's narrow.
I think the other thing too is that shows you that the spotters can't see everything, right? This track's so big, you can't get enough spotters around here to be able to cover your car the entire length of the racetrack, to be able to let you know about where guys are, where crashes are, where cars are parked, stalled, sitting, spun. So it's a pretty interesting day. These drivers are on their own in some portions of this racetrack.
Using patience getting up there. So let's take a look at this racetrack. And again, we mentioned it's 4 miles here in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. 14 turns.
And downhill up over a crest into turn 1, so you don't really see the apex of the corner till really late. Turn 2, a little small bend there. Turn 3, downhill. Much more downhill into that turn than you think. On the long straightaway through turn 4, which is just a short bend here into the biggest, toughest braking zone. Downhill, a lot of real hot lockups into turn 5.
And then uphill, a strong left-hand corner, a blind corner.
This track would be a lot better if it was smaller. Like at the same track, the same turns, if it was just like at a smaller scale, you know? There's no reason this track needs to be as big as it is.
In practice, and then down the straightaway to another braking zone, Junior.
Yeah, turn 12 has some pretty difficult content. Getting into that corner can lock up. And then 13 and 14 are really technical. We've seen guys in qualifying make up time or lose a lot of time through that. Up the hill to the flag stand. And important to get out of turn 14 good, because you're going uphill, really asking a lot of that car. If you make a mistake there, you're going to lose a lot of time on that long straightaway into turn 1.
Field checking their tack for pit road speed as they again go up the hill. Pit road speed starts at the yellow line right at the top of that hill on pit road. While they're checking their tack, we are going to slip away, but we'll be right back for the start of Xfinity Series from Road America.
Allison Felix, a glimpse of the future.
At 18, she won her first Olympic medal.
Felix with one final surge. Felix gets her goal.
At 30, she won her 9th.
Here comes Allison Felix.
This year,
Felix makes the team.
she'll go for her first gold as a mom.
At the age of 35, she's off to the Olympics for the 5th time.
Join us August 14th and 15th for the Weekend of Angels. Dress in your finest white attire. Saturday night is the Cena in Bianco, an Italian traditional dinner. And on Sunday, join us for the Polo Champagne Brunch and an exciting polo match to follow. It's the event of the season. See you there.
Erica, a triage nurse, seriously hurt in a car crash. She lost faith in her insurance company. She told me she paid her premiums faithfully for 31 years. They wouldn't even answer her phone calls. I explained how, by working together every week on Zoom, we can get the maximum award. And we did. Stanley Law, there for you.
Join me weekdays for NBC3 News at 5.
Microfoam, the official pain relief foam of NASCAR. Soft on skin, strong on pain. Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR. Visit gocreditone.com. And by Toyota. Going to ride along with a couple drivers, Junior.
Yeah, we got 2 on boards today. Justin Haley will have the Leaf Home Solutions camera that to the carousel. Well, it's a pretty rough track. We'll maybe be able to see how rough it is in the braking zones and so forth. The track goes through.
A.J. Allmendinger, producing an Ag Solutions cam, got a great shot of him, be able to watch his work, and then this shot right here off his front bumper. Be interested to see if that camera's still around here in a few laps.
Well, this track course has been very difficult on the parts of these cars. I mean, these cars have to deal with a lot, be very durable.
Yeah, I mean, that's something, we talk about road course racing, the opportunity for the drivers to both be spectacular around 14 corners or make mistakes. There's a lot of places for mistakes, and some of those mistakes may not end up in an accident, but if you drop a tire off, if you hit a curb wrong, you are going to do damage to your car. You do that enough times, and something can finally let go. We saw that in practice. You mentioned this racetrack. It is gorgeous up in the rolling hills of Wisconsin, Road America. Over 4 miles, the longest circuit we will see the Xfinity cars run on. 14 corners, 8 rights, 6 lefts. Really right-handed dominant, though. The important corners are all right hands, and elevation 160 feet. The front stretch is a huge climb up the front stretch, and only 28 to 36 feet. It really is like a 2-lane road. We drove around it, Rick. There's just not a lot of room. Because of the length of the track, lap-wise, it's a relatively short race. Only 45 laps. 10 laps for the first stage, 10 laps for the second stage. The final stage, 25 laps. They can go about 15 on fuel. And just remember, when you say about, what, 1 lap, 4 miles. Right. So if you try to stretch just 1 extra lap, it's a long ways.
It's such a beautiful backdrop for racing. And now you see these 36 cars, 2 by 2, making their way through the final.
I didn't realize Kyle was racing today.
Up the hill to get the green flag to get underway. Again, Steve, as you just mentioned, 10 laps make up the first stage. Up front, Ty Gibbs, Austin Cindric. The 18-year-old and Ty Gibbs.
All right, here we go.
And the 22-year-old and Austin Cindric. Can they stay in front of that 54 of Kyle Busch? He's been perfect in 2021. He's got
green flag.
Competition here. Green flag in the air.
Ty Gibbs with a great start and also very defensive. A.J. Allmendinger headed down here into turn 1. He does not want A.J. to make a move early. He wants a chance to try to get the lead of this race and control it.
Down the hill into turn 2, and then 3. This is the right-hander, 3, and making the move to the inside. A.J. Allmendinger trying to get inside the 22.
Such a great wide shot to be able to see everything going on with the pack as they're going through, negotiating the first 2 turns. Down this long straightaway into turn 5 braking zone. Will A.J. have an opportunity to try to outbrake Cindric?
Heavy braking zone, as you said, downhill. Easy to lock it up.
Oh boy, here we go. Who's that 31? Kaz Gralla? Damn, bro.
Had enough runoff, though, to keep him running into the back of another car.
Line, left-hander, number 6 there.
You want to be aggressive right here, but at the same time, we talk about these tires. To Jeff Burton making a move, a little protected move right there.
Jeff Burton in the 10.
That's the part. Allgaier doesn't know it's a protected move. He has to give him room because he don't know if he's going to try to drive in there and outbreak him into that corner. A lot happening through the driver's mind in them moments.
This will be the first time through the kink now. We'll see how everyone does.
Everybody drink. Bill Jarrett told you that's the drinking word right this weekend.
Close.
They've added past that yellow and red curve. They've added a little bit more content, asphalt or concrete out there for guys to try to save their cars. They run wide. A couple years ago.
Still Ty Gibbs out front in the 81. And A.J. Allmendinger in the 16 behind him. Austin Cindric in that yellow number 22. A few cars getting just a wheel off into the grass and the dirt, and it throws up a big dust cloud.
Kaz back there again, pushing really hard early.
I wonder if it's supposed to rain tomorrow.
Crazy watching those guys use all of that runoff on the corner exit, and it's very rough.
I work at Dairy Queen now,
As rough as the inside curves. Those guys, they put that
but no one's here to care. Oh, there's no rain tomorrow. I was hoping we could see a rain race. That would have spiced things up a bit.
You mentioned it. The place is so big. The track is so big. This Castrol right there, 22-year-old from Boston, Mass. That while you have multiple spotters, it's kind of refreshing for me. These drivers are pretty much on their own, right? You might get a little information from a spotter, but every one of these braking zones is going to be contested, and you as a driver kind of have to have an idea where you're at, using your mirrors, understanding where the traffic is.
And Steve, the size of this place means that the radio communication is not always perfect. So when Casgrala went by the start-finish line that time, he wanted to be sure his team knew, hey, I have brake hop, wheel hop in this car like I haven't had all weekend. That's one of the things that the driver of the red and black 31 is contending with.
And he just lost another position there because in turn 5 he had another issue getting into the braking zone. He's going to lose another spot here.
What up, Jaden?
He's falling off the back of
So, Jaden, I might not be able to stream this whole race because I have to work at 5. Yeah, I got a fucking job. I work at Dairy Queen now. I work at Dairy Queen. Yay. Except they're scheduling me at very inconvenient times. I told them I'm not working Sundays, though, and they were like, alright.
It's impossible to defend, and it's impossible to attack.
Driver on the move, about 5 cars.
I almost didn't even stream this race.
Noah Gragson started at the back because of an engine issue in practice. Here he is, right there. The Bass Pro Shop car just came to the picture, making quick work of a lot of these already.
Jaden, did you enjoy going to Pocono last week? Oh wait, no, that was me who went to Pocono last week. That was fun. Jaden, last week I was so high at the race that I thought the flyover plane was going to turn against us and was going to crash into the grandstands. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, he slowed down on the racetrack. Marty.
Yeah, I went over to under the grandstands near Kyle Busch's pit box and just smoked a blunt. That was fun. And then he won. I thought he wasn't gonna win after his fucking issues.
Struggles as Allmendinger has closed the gap on Ty Gibbs. 3 wide on the bottom of your screen as Noah Gragson gets by Harvick. But that fight for the lead heating up now. Can Allmendinger outbreak Ty Gibbs?
He's there into this turn here, but Gibbs is going to have the momentum off the corner and the preferred line.
Wait, Jaden, did you see the video yet?
Not able to beat him into this blind corner turn 6.
And now a new leader at Road America, A.J. Allmendinger out front.
So Ty just needs to settle in, try to learn a little bit. What's A.J. doing? One of the best road courses on the racetrack right now. Great guy to follow if he can.
It's been raining here like all fucking week.
Allmendinger with 2 wins already on the
Speedville.
in Mid-Ohio, another road course. It was interesting to hear him feather that throttle as he went through the carousel.
We watched that carousel for years on during these Xfinity races, and I thought it was a very fast, high-speed corner. I talked to Austin Cindric. He said, no, this place is slick, wore out. That's a slow corner. We're barely pedaling through there, as you mentioned. Just trying to survive, really leaning on that left rear tire. I'm a little surprised, guys.
I hate this racetrack so much. I love racing at this track in the video games, but like everything else about this track sucks. It seems like a terrible place to watch a race because there's nowhere on the track where you can see all the way around the track. It just looks just awful.
And when we mentioned to Cindric and we were standing there and Kyle Busch's car was right next to us, said, oh,
And the caution laps are so long. I was saying before you got in here that I like this racetrack. I think they should just make it like smaller scale. You know, like have all the turns, have everything that you have, but just make it smaller, you know? I think that'd be better.
You don't become the official partner of MLB and NASCAR if you aren't the strongest and the fastest. Blue Emu's unique formula with emu oil offers relief when you're training to win. Blue Emu Super Strength. It works fast and you won't stink. Official partner of MLB and NASCAR.
Only 6% of U.S. retail businesses have a black owner. That needs to change. So I did something. I created a Black Business Accelerator at Amazon. And now we have a program that's dedicated to making tomorrow a better day for Black businesses. I am Tiffany, and this is just the beginning.
A lot of people think dealing with COPD is a walk in the park. If I have something to help me breathe better, everything would be fun and nice. But I still have bad days, flare-ups, which can permanently damage my lungs. My lungs need protection against flare-ups. So, it's time to get real. Because in the real world, our lungs deserve the real protection of Breztri. Breztri gives you better breathing, symptom improvement.
My lungs need protection.
It's the first and only COPD medicine proven to reduce flare-ups by 52%.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed. Breztri may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
For real protection, ask your doctor about Breztri.
Welcome to Sonic. May I take your order? One great cheeseburger.
I'm on it.
Great cheeseburger, almost ready. On my way.
Someone pass me the crepe sauce.
Almost ready on the burger.
One Sonic cream cheeseburger.
Jaden, did you leave already?
USAA insurance for members like Martin, an Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before he could even inspect the damage.
That's how you do it right.
USAA insurance is made just the way Martin's family needs it. With hassle-free claims, he got paid before his neighbor even got started. Because doing right by our members, that's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
USAA.
The American Century Championship is back with a star-studded event.
You're doing stuff, Gufuff.
Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, and last year's winner, Marty Fish. The American Century Championship on NBC and NBCSN.
NASCAR Drive, that's your live race day companion. You can follow your favorite drivers with high-definition in-car cameras. Just visit NASCAR.com/drive, or you can download the NASCAR mobile app today. You're watching the Henry 180 from Road America. We're riding along with Justin Haley in that helmet cam.
But look, Jaden. Look at it. Look at it.
Haley currently 9th. You see him making the left-hand turn there in 8th. Getting ready for the carousel here.
This long corner, and actually, the banking actually falls away from you off camber, meaning it's not banked the right way.
I miss Chick-fil-A though. Because Chick-fil-A didn't fucking schedule me at very inconvenient times.
This kink right here, I mean, that on the track map.
They only scheduled me a very inconvenient time once.
At a high rate of speed.
Again, you saw him using the brake into the kink. I was shocked to hear that from Citric, and he's like, man, we braked into that corner. I couldn't believe it. Thought it was just a quick lift off the throttle and back to it.
Up front, Allmendinger has put about a second between himself and Ty Gibbs. And Austin Cindric running in that third spot has been able to get by Kyle Busch.
Jaden's doing stuff, Gufuff.
I believe this should be the top speed of the racetrack at the end of the front straightaway. See how fast these Xfinity cars get up to. Under the bridge, across the start-finish line. Here it goes. Miles an hour. Oh man.
Oh boy.
6 in the gravel.
Spencer Pumpley? That's his name?
So Pelly is in the gravel. Now, if he's able to get out on his own.
He's not even trying to get out.
Caution, but he's not moving, and that might.
That's going to be a caution. Fuck! I don't want cautions here. I want this race to be over by the time I have to leave.
Run into Brandon Brown, I believe, got into the back of him. Yeah, there's a lot of stack up right there. Brandon bumps into him just enough to send him into this corner, and he locks it up and spins it off course.
in 21st position. He's a two-time class winner in a 24-hour Daytona, so a good road racer.
And not rolling, so
It's hard to be good when you get run into.
Yeah.
difficult here. NASCAR will have to pull him out of that gravel trap, it looks like, if he can't get it fired.
Caution.
And there's the caution. So A.J. Allmendinger was able to get by Ty Gibbs and out in front of the field. Let's listen in on A.J.'s radio.
He'll take care of his left rear. He's right at a half a second to 7/10 faster than anybody. So take care of that left rear, please.
Team manager Chris Rice relaying some information. It sounded like to the crew chief of the 16. All the crew chiefs I talked to said, man, it's all about keeping the left rear on. When we talk about tire fall off and slowing down, it's usually left rear grip. 8 right-hand corners here and just a lot of taxing on that outside left rear tire, especially the carousel. You talked about on and off the gas, that long sweeping corner, really tough on that tire.
Yeah, if you get aggressive and slide it there, multiple laps, or if you're hard on that left rear on the corner exits, it's going to hurt your ability to get into the braking zones. It's going to hurt your ability to get the throttle down. Marty, you got more on the 22?
Yeah, I was going to say, Steve asked earlier, Junior, about the pace for the 22. Talked to Brian Wilson, the crew chief, and it was very much by design. So, Steve, there are a lot of strategies in your playbook today as a crew chief. You could pit here in a few laps before the end of stage 1 or before the end of stage 2 as well. But Brian Wilson's thought is let's run past stage 1 and just pit twice. They have 3 sets of tires to play with here on pit road.
Imagine I went in high on my first day. I have a road tray here that I could smoke. That blunt that I smoked at Pocono, I didn't smoke all of it, and I kind of don't want to smoke the rest of it. I wanted to like kind of just be a memory. Like I wanted to be like a souvenir.
That's the struggle. If you try to only do it on 2 stops, you're in a bad situation on old tires at the end of the race. If you get that yellow and you want to pit, put fresh tires on, that can work for you. I mean, the laps are so long. And when you talk about a green-white checker, you're talking about 8 miles of racing, 28 corners to overtake other people. So even if you lined up, I mean, inside 8, 10, top 12 even, I would say you have a chance to win if you had tires.
So the AMR safety crew went out there to get Spencer Pumpelly out of the gravel pit, but now they're telling him you need to fire it up and roll it.
They should have started this race at like 1:30.
This is why we're under the first caution of the day from Road America. He spins, they pulled him out. They need to get back at it. This telecast presented by Blue Emu.
T-Mobile is the leader in 5G. Experience it now with up to 4 powerful iPhone 12 Pros with 5G on us. And with our new Magenta Max plan, you'll get unlimited premium data that can't slow down based on how much smartphone data you use. And taxes and fees are included. That's right. Unlimited premium data and up to 4 iPhone 12 Pros on us. Only at T-Mobile, the leader in 5G.
We get out. Fired up. Hook big one. We get out and rip it. And we track them down. So crack a Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
It's time for electric to turn into lightning. An electric truck that can haul.
Where's my boy WinVal?
That can help build your house. And if need be, power that house. That feels like a bullet train and works like a freight train. The fully electric F-150 Lightning.
Hey, new toy?
Bought it with my Credit Karma Money debit card and want a reimbursement. With all the money I saved, I'm gonna buy
A new TV?
a new TV.
Get paid back for the stuff you pay for with Instant Karma.
Get the part you need from the comfort of your garage. Order online or via our mobile app with advanced same day. Get same day pickup, same day curbside, or same day delivery. Advance your auto. Advance Auto Parts.
The same old place that we laughed about. Names are all changed when you come around.
Back, America. It sure is good to see you.
Ooh, I know you make me.
I'm down.
Yes, please.
Don't get me wrong, I love my RV, but insuring it is such a hassle.
Same with my boat. The insurance bills are through the roof.
Be cool.
I wish I could group my insurance stuff. The house, the car, the RV.
Like a cluster. Insurance cluster.
Yeah, I doubt that exists.
Jaden is doing stuff kafuff.
Super fun beach day, everybody.
What a great way to celebrate Independence Day on NBC with the epic doubleheader of racing. And tomorrow, Cup Series qualifying from Road America. That'll be on CNBC. And then everything else on NBC. First, the IndyCar Series in Mid-Ohio. That coverage beginning at noon Eastern. Joseph Newgarden won the pole. Third straight pole, 2021 for that young man. And then Cup Series countdown to
Jaden, you want to hear something funny?
racing for the first time in 65 years. The Cup Series here at Road America, and the fans have come out to enjoy it.
Yeah, it's just it's such a great place. I've seen racing on TV here, but I've never been here in person. And Rick, you and I went around the track, and I grabbed the golf cart, went around the grounds. Fans everywhere, campsites everywhere. Just such a cool place, and it's decision time. I think now, 6 laps into this race, I believe we're going to see some takers to pit road. Let's take a look.
So I actually made money on that Pocono trip. I legitimately made money because the tickets were like $55 and then like $20 of fees. Dom decided to pay for the fees for my birthday. That was like my birthday gift, is that he'd pay for the fees, and then my dad gave me $100 for the race. So I not only did I get a free trip, but I actually made $45 on the trip. I got paid money to watch Kyle Busch win.
One of the drivers that will come down pit road is Justin Allgaier, former winner at this track.
But then I had to see Syndic win also. That was fucking annoying.
Try to keep up with the group that was in front of
Fuck
them right
Syndic.
then. So they'll put on the tires here. You've seen strategy played out by Jason Burdett as crew chief before. Some that we wondered if it was ever going to work, and sometimes it ends up in the top 5 or
Very nice. All right, so are we gonna have a 1-lap shootout to the end of the stage?
Getting beat in turn 5 and 6. Mostly his car too tight. I think Kyle Busch ran out of turns to describe where he was loose, as Steve just mentioned. He is very free, so he touches the gas and almost wants to spin out for the 54. Nice stop by the 81 bunch. They will beat all those guys who came down pit road with the great stop.
Ooh, I know you making.
Yeah, this is one more challenge of this racetrack. You know, remember, the drivers are not next to pit road like there are at all of the ovals. So backwards, all the choreography is backwards. The gas man's actually putting fuel on the right side of the car. So just one more little area where you have to really coach your guys. Easy to make mistakes.
Whee!
Those that chose to come to pit road now rolling off of pit road. Those that decided to stay out. We'll see what kind of strategy they have when we return for the restart.
The most decorated female track star in U.S. Olympic history. Her life was in control, running for country, running for medals. Then, Cameron was born, and Allison's world changed in an instant. Her daughter was fighting for her life. All she cared about was Cameron's survival. Her daughter is better now, and now Allison runs for more than medals. Inspired by her daughter, she knows it's about the fight to keep going, no matter the odds.
The Open Championship has stood the test of time. Once again, Americans will begin their day watching the Open and the best in the world. The Open Championship on NBC and Golf.
When the Kubota arrives, the workday gets easier.
West Farm Supply.
We have goals, hopes, and dreams.
I love watching them grow and become the best versions of themselves.
We love to jam out and sing together in the car to country songs.
And I absolutely love my job. Having her there is like having a friend there. It's positive.
We have fun, and it was
OCL for me is where I found my happiness.
OCL has been supporting people with disabilities for over 30 years.
We make a difference. We really make a difference.
The freedom of riding a motorcycle on the open road can be a thrilling adventure. At William Tire, we know that motorcycle riders can face many dangers while riding and may sustain severe injuries in a crash. The William Tire series
I might go to
of
Phoenix,
has been
honestly.
trusted by thousands after a crash. Let our
If Kyle
focus
Busch makes it to the
and
Final Four, I'm
experience
like, well,
help
then
you.
again, it'd be
After
kind of hard to
crash,
plan that
William
out.
Tire at
Like,
444-4444.
you never know if he's going to make it to the Final Four until, like, the week before. So.
Join me weeknights for NBC3 News at 7.
NASCAR on NBC is brought to you by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR. Visit gocredit1.com. Ford. Build Ford proud. And by Blue Emu Microfoam, the official pain relief foam of NASCAR. Soft on skin, strong on pain. So after the pit stops have completed, let's check back in with Parker.
Right, guys, as you see, AJ Allmendinger staying out there, obviously going for these stage 1 points. But one of the things I gotta love about AJ is I talked before the race. He tells me, I don't know, I don't think we'll have the rear grip.
All right, going back green here.
What does he do from the drop to green flag? He went from third to first. It was the fastest car on track continually. He's got a lot of speed in that thing.
So when did that caution come out?
And for Austin Cindric, Brian Wilson says is to go to lap 15, but if they lose too much track position here, they would come in 3 laps at the end of the stage. The battle, new tires versus old tires. We're about to see how it plays out.
That caution came out 11 minutes ago. So I guess that's not too bad. It used to be like 30-minute caution periods. It was so annoying.
AJ Allmendinger making up row 1. Austin Cindric in that yellow number 22.
They should just speed up the pace laps. Go like 100 miles an hour during the pace laps.
A long way up into the restart zone.
Green flag back in the air.
Quick into the gas.
3 wide, back where you see the new tires. Ty Gibbs all the way down by pit lane.
NASCAR might have to take a look at that. The 81 of Ty Gibbs, not supposed to change lanes before you get to the start-finish line, may have gotten out of line. Oh, real close there.
Oh, man, big sandwich there with Kaz Gralla in the middle.
Got 2 Monster Energy. Oh, shit! Kyle! Kyle, what are you doing? What are you doing, Kyle? God, no. No. We talked about this.
Into the grass, and now he'll back out onto the track. No caution.
Best thing Kyle Busch can do right now is run a nice, easy, slow speed to finish out this stage. He knows he's going to get a caution to punch up the field. No reason to wear those tires out. As you see the 81 matching monster cars there. The 81, though, Ty Gibbs is the one on fresh tires.
Allmendinger still up front. That's Jeff Burton. Just take a look at what happened with Kyle Busch.
He just moved a little bit to the right, trying to go to the side of Sam Mayer. And Justin didn't cut him a break. Justin just stood his ground.
And coming up now on 1 to go. They work their way down the back stretch and into Canada corner.
This is the thing when we talk about new tires versus old. These laps are just so long. I mean, Ty Gibbs is all the way up to 9th, working those new tires. There he is, pulls out to the right. He's got to try to get maybe 2 positions here, 1 for sure.
He gets Riley Herbst. Now trying to get by that 07 of Josh Balicki. Balicki running in the 7th spot.
Back up the front straightaway. They'll see 1 lap to go in this stage.
Junior, you spotted this first, watching that 81 of Ty Gibbs on the restart.
Behind Sam Mayer, moves out of line. Sam just does get a good restart. Ty doesn't want to lift. And move to, you're cresting a hill. So you as a driver, you cannot see that start-finish line on the racetrack. You can't. Now
you can see the flagman, so it gives you some reference points, but I don't know that Ty knows exactly where that stripe is and made the move a little bit too early.
So he won't receive stage points, but will restart at the tail for the beginning of stage 2.
So he's going to have to do that, then I'd be telling my driver, hey, take it easy on these tires. We got to go to the back. We're not going to change them.
This is Bandit.
Don't even use them right now. Don't try to outbrake. Don't try to drive deep into the corner, taking life out of it all.
That's a great point. Just ride around as slow as you possibly can. He was looking past the one of the net. That would tell me that he didn't get that message.
Got the message, Steve. He may just not be obeying it, right? I mean, he is 18 after all, right?
He just doesn't care.
Yeah, fair point. Fair point.
Emmerich right behind him, trying to move up past Michael Annette. Allmendinger with a 1.9-second lead over Austin Cindric. Looking to win stage 1. Lower part of the screen, you see Ty Gibbs.
So AJ Allmendinger looks like he's going to win stage 1.
But will be serving the penalty at the end of this stage.
Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about, where the names are all changed when you come around. Ooh, you know you make it.
Colleague Racing would go full-time Cup Series racing in 2022. And it was announced that Allmendinger's going to stay full-time in Xfinity Series, but he will run a handful or more of races.
Shit, I need more wraps.
He's going to win stage 1 at Road America.
I'd put Road America on that partial Cup schedule next year, as impressive as stage 1 went here in this Xfinity Series race.
Cindric, Jeb Burton, Justin Haley, Noah Gregson, rounding out again the top 5.
How about Noah?
Yeah.
From last to 5th in a 10-lap stage.
Pretty nice.
Third straight road course for AJ Allmendinger, winning stage 1. Great way to kick off the 4th of July weekend here at Road America. AJ Allmendinger wins stage 1.
Welcome to Sonic. Can I take your order? I'll take a slush. One ice cream and strawberry. Order up. Sonic red, white, and blue slush float.
You see the baby? Yeah. How can we see her so clearly from here? Oh, you found your dad's baby blanket.
All right.
Find almost everything.
You see that? Look at this one, guys.
Hey, how did you make that book so fast?
Hi, Algie. Good night.
Whoa. How did our phone get so smart? Hey, new toy?
Bought it with my Credit Karma Money debit card and won a reimbursement. With all the money I saved, I'm gonna buy
A new TV?
a new TV.
Get paid back for the stuff you pay for with Instant Karma.
Yo, KB spun? Yeah, I saw that. we talked about that. We were like, don't spin out. I didn't talk about that with him. But yeah, Winval, I might not be able to stream this whole race because I have to work at 5. Work at 5? I thought you lost your job. I got a new job. I work at Dairy Queen now.
We get out, fired up, hook big one. We get out and rip it. And we track them down. So crack a Mountain Dew. Get out and do.
Oh, it's Malad. I love this dude.
Is now available in 3 convenient sizes. Whether you need relief at home, in your gym bag, or on the go. Fast and you won't skate. An official partner of MLB and NASCAR.
I love that guy. That guy's always so uplifting.
Celebrating the red, white, and blue this weekend at a racetrack, one of the most beautiful racetracks in America.
I have to go at 9:30 my time for the big Morocco. Is that 3:30?
Fans who come out here, Elkhart Lake.
Did you say it ends soon? Did you say it ends like July 10th or some shit?
Ohio, of course, for the IndyCar
Like the whole tournament?
It's going to be a great one. We're going to celebrate tomorrow on NBC with that epic doubleheader of racing for his IndyCar series.
Dude, if this job makes me miss the fucking NBA Finals, I'm gonna be pissed. I wish they scheduled me in the morning. Like, I wish they scheduled me from like 8 to 2. You know?
Series will be running here tomorrow after that race. And at the stage break here, seeing a few cars come to pit road.
I don't even know my whole schedule for the week. I just know that I work today at 5. But here's the upside, is that I told them that I'm not working Sunday, and they were just like, all right.
Third, 8 here in stage 1, just finding tight condition in that 10 car and wheel hopping a bit, starting to adjust the brake bias. He's going to get 4 Goodyear tires.
It's a big league match. I just hope this race is over before 5, or before 4:50, you know, that's when I really gotta leave.
Justin Haley is going to get about 4th position to come down for Goodyear tires and Sunoco fuel. Wants them to loosen that car up just a little bit. They were trying to coach him through maybe not rolling as much speed. He said the car is so tight. I need to work that, and the guys in front of me are rolling a whole lot more. So I'll make an adjustment here.
But then I work until 12:30 in the morning, which honestly, I don't mind that.
He looks over the 11, trying to get Haley back to the front as they give up this track position.
I just prefer, like, when I liked at Chick-fil-A when I would work from like 8 to 2 or like 6 to 2 or 6 to 12. That was always nice.
So what strategy are they playing here, Steve?
Because then I'd be done early and I'd have the rest of the day to myself. Those were the good times.
It's only 2 stops, but I really think it's about tire conservation, Marty. They only had 3 sets of Goodyear tires
In an hour 30?
So important. Sounds to me
Wait, what time is it? Like, what time is it for you right now?
Wait, what time is it? Close to the end.
Wait, have you ever been to like a big league football game?
They're going to pit about lap 15 or 16, and then yes, pit in the middle of stage 3. That will lead them 1 set of Goodyear tires.
Oh, it's only 8 for you? All right, I didn't know that.
And that could be very valuable.
Yeah, this place is.
I thought it was 9 for you.
Comes at the end, Rick. So we'll see if it works out there that way. And one caution, you get overtime as long as these laps are. We have seen multiple overtimes.
Definitely a long.
You know, what'd be fun is if I had to leave at 5, and so I just had somebody else come in and finish the stream for me.
A lot of people think dealing with
That'd be kind of nice.
a walk in the park. If I have something
I wish that could happen.
better, everything would be fun and nice.
We just had a substitute.
Flare-ups, which can permanently damage my lungs. My lungs need protection against flare-ups. So, it's time to get real. Because in the real world, our lungs deserve the real protection of Breztri. Breztri gives you better breathing, symptom improvement.
You been to Red Calabanca Cup like a year ago? Oh.
COPD medicine proven to reduce flare-ups by 52%.
Breztri won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not for asthma. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition
Casablanca.
or high blood pressure before taking it. Don't take Breztri more than prescribed.
Casablanca? Casablanca. Casablanca.
Chest pain,
Why, Dad?
swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or
Huh?
high pain of
For real protection, ask your doctor about Breztri.
Hey,
Remember that one time you confused me so much that I got actually mad? That was kind of funny. Like, I got actually triggered from being confused.
You pay back for the stuff you pay for with Instant Karma.
They used to call me Sir Sauce back in the day.
I knew you was gonna claim
Sir
that.
Sauce a lot. You know,
Will is the sauciest
guy they know. Well, when I used to date your auntie, she said I was saucy.
Sonic Crave Cheeseburger. You a saucy cat, man.
Jason, did you
Why Dad is the Red Casablanca team from that vid? Oh.
Oh, so what are you waiting for? Michaela Maroney to get your frisbee off the roof?
I'll get it.
Wow. Okay,
Watch it again and look at the team colors. Hold up.
I'm not getting it. You get it. You threw it. It's your frisbee.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Gotta finish rolling this blunt so I can smoke it after work. That way I just have it ready for after work.
Getting ready to restart stage 2 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series from Road America. This telecast presented by Blue Emu as they work their way up the hill.
So a stack of different strategies have different level of tires. The front row, the 22 and the 9 have the tires they started the race.
All right, we're going back green here.
Right behind them, Justin Allgaier in that orange.
And I hate rolling blunts.
And the 18 of Hemrick, they both pitted around lap 7. And then a little bit deeper.
It is a good blunt. No, it's not.
So we're going to see how the tires play off on this restart rig.
Cedric up through the gears first. Noah Gregson on the outside. He's going to lose the spot to Daniel Hemrick. Hemrick already.
Hemrick should have won last week, but he got the fucking penalty. Where do I work? I just got a job the other day, Dairy Queen. I actually cannot stream this whole race, most likely, unless if it's over. But I have to leave at like 4:50 because I work at 5. I hope it's over by then, but I doubt it.
Gregson trying to hold that third position now as Allgaier falls back just a bit. Harrison Burton in the 20, working up to the outside of the 7.
Harrison's going to have the inside line down here in turn 5 on Justin as they start to approach the braking zone. Noah deep down into the corner on the inside of 22. Does a good job there. Little contact at the big.
You're going to have to watch the match on your phone at home since the coffee shop closes at 11 and halftime is 10:30. Oh, yeah, they actually have, like, scheduled half times. See, that must be nice. Is that you know exactly how long the game's going to be.
Same thing as the exit of 14.
There's Myatt Snyder in the 2, right on the back bumper.
I miss Chick-fil-A, though. I mean, I haven't really worked a day at Dairy. Today's my first day.
I think matured a lot when he was a part of the NASCAR Whelen Euro Series.
So I guess maybe I will like this better. I got in there, and everyone was like, this is the easiest job in the world. So.
See right there, the 7 of Allgaier all over the 22 of Cedric. Through that carousel, now through the kink. I think even if you had position on him into the kink, you wouldn't try to pass there. But you get around out of that kink, maybe have an opportunity down here in the braking zone, turn 12. Not going to take it. All over the back of this 22. Technical stuff up here. No opportunities to pass. Coming into the final turn 14, possibly.
Another caution. Oh, boy. That is a big crash.
One of the Wisconsin drivers, you see the front end of that car completely torn off.
That car is fucked.
Right front is short way up. Last year, the Trans Am race.
That car is fucked up, bro. What the hell happened?
We're seeing the wind. He still has the window net up, but you see the driver's the steering wheel coming off. So now he's going for the window net. That normally indicates to the safety crew that the driver's alert and moving around in there.
Looks like the splitter bracing is all the way up over the hood of the car, over the roof. That a heck of a rip.
Been to Wisconsin a couple times. Great state. Sure, it's a great state. Just the track sucks. I hate this track. It's not even that I dislike this track. It's just I don't like that there's nowhere that like if you were to go to the race, you can't see around the track from anywhere. Like there's no place that you can sit where you can see everywhere around the track. I also hate how big it is, you know? And I don't mind it really, I just hate the caution laps, you know? That's what I hate. They need to cut down the tree so you can see across the tracks. They need to put more front stretch seating. And I wish this track was like the same track. I like the track. I like all the turns. I like the straightaways. I just wish it was like at a smaller scale, you know? If that makes any sense.
So
Wisconsin's where Paul Menard was born.
There was a car there.
And Matt Kenseth.
Overcorrected back into the fence.
It'd be funny for your old job to look at you with a new job. Yeah, imagine if like the former owner comes in, or I mean still the current owner, but like the owner at the Chick-fil-A. Imagine he walks into Dairy Queen and sees me. Imagine I take his order. That'd be kind of funny.
You wonder if he just didn't know that car was on the outside of him.
So the AMR safety team pulling away there.
Mid-Ohio is better. Yeah, I agree.
The mandatory trip to the infield care center.
So there you go, right there.
This track is fun to race at in like NASCAR heat. I really do enjoy racing at this track. It's just, or like project cars. That's a lot of fun. I just don't like the real life, you know? I don't like watching it.
Young driver climb out.
So they've got the hook on the.
Oh, that'd be kind of funny if I walked into the store that I was fired at and with my Dairy Queen uniform. I don't even have my full uniform yet. All I have is a hat, and they told me to wear a black shirt today. So.
While they're taking that 8 back up into the garage, let's check in with Jack.
Well, as we have cruised around 4 miles of racetrack, there is a premium on the Woodlands. We're up above turn 5 on a hill.
That ain't Rutledge.
In view, there's already been some great passing on this track right here behind us, awful loud as it comes through as well. But as he talks,
I didn't see Rutledge last week. I should have saw Rutledge.
The place you want to watch the race from? The answer's pretty simple. We're in the shade. Sometimes it's as simple as that, Rick.
And how about? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Jack throws his sunglasses on. Pretty good place to watch the race from.
That might be our last report from Jack today.
He's checking out.
He made that look easy.
So many great places here. Yeah, getting into a hammock is not always as easy as what he made it look, but so many great places here to see the racing. And there's racing all around the track, so premium seating everywhere.
Jack's right. I mean, there's a lot of shade here. That's the premium seating you're talking about, right?
That's right. Yeah, the trees.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You know, I've only, as a race car driver, I'm in the garage and the bus lot. I don't really go anywhere else. And we were at Watkins Glen. We started doing radio style, and I drove to the back of the track, drove my perch, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this place is amazing. Same response, same feeling and motion when you come here. Such a big track, so many places to camp. You can make an entire family event out of this, a family weekend out of this with the camping.
I gotta pee.
And everything else.
The 22 and the 9 are making their way onto pit road for the first time in this race.
Yeah, this caution was unfortunate for their strategies because, you know, look at them on the left side of your screen, very lonely. 4 cars on pit road. The majority stayed on the racetrack, Dave.
Well, and so Dave Ellens, his choice was to try to do this on 2 stops after starting in the rear. So if you split this in half, 31 to go, 15 and a half each, they can do that on fuel. So we shall see Noah Gragson having started in the rear of the field. Now comes down for 4 tires and Sunoco fuel, Marty.
Yeah, Dave, Steve, you mentioned it's just not ideal. At a road course, you don't want to pit under caution. If you can avoid it, you want the caution to come out immediately after you pit. So Mike Bumgarner brings Michael and that down pit road. These guys were going to maybe run out of fuel on the next lap if they stayed out and tried to make it one more lap. 4 tires and fuel also for Austin Cindric. He said the car kind of lost its balance the further they went along there. It got way too tight for him. So again, they'll be much further back in the field, but these 4 tires will mean a lot after this stop.
And a narrow racetrack will make it a little more difficult to work their way from the back to the front. Daniel Hemrick is winless in the upper 3 tier of NASCAR. Could he get his first win here at Road America? He's out front.
You don't become the official partner of MLB and NASCAR if you aren't the strongest and the fastest. Blue Emu's unique formula with emu oil offers relief when you're training to win. Blue Emu Superstar.
Watkins Glen is the best road course for NASCAR. Rarely have a bad race there. I don't know, man. The last few years, besides, 2019 was good. 2018 had good parts, and then 2017 sucked. You know, and 2015 sucked also.
That's how you do it right. USAA Insurance is made just the way Martin's family needs it.
In Morocco, you have to have a riot shield at Casablanca Stadium or fights would not stop and smoke bombs won't stop going. Okay, why do they allow smoke bombs into the stadium? Like, that's like the dumbest thing. You'd think you'd check for that at security. The police didn't stop this until an hour after this vid. Hold up, let me see this shit.
I'm really nervous. I don't know what I should wear. Just wear something not too crazy. Remember, it's a business dinner, not a costume party.
On the Spotty Network, this is what she heard.
Just wear something crazy. Remember, it's a costume party.
I don't get why soccer fans have to riot so much. And it's like the game had to be stopped for that, I'm assuming, you know?
Only 6% of U.S. retail businesses have a black owner. That needs to change. So I did something. I created a Black Business Accelerator at Amazon. And now we have a program that's dedicated to making tomorrow a better day for Black businesses. I am Tiffany, and this is just the beginning.
Hey golfers, for a limited time, you're free to tee up holiday savings with this Golf Now special offer. Get 10% off select tee times. Just use promo code FIREWORKS. Visit golfnow.com today.
What's up, Austin?
We're going to do something we've never, ever done on the show before.
That was at full time? You mean the game was over, or what?
To give you something special.
Tuesday, who will go home with bragging rights and who will leave with nothing? It's UCLA versus USC and University of Virginia versus Xavier. Capital One College Bowl. That's Tuesday on NBC. It's the race within the race here. We got a go-kart track inside the carousel area. I think that's where we're going after this big race is over. Looks like a lot of fun. People taking advantage of that all over the racetrack. Just a really.
Who do you think will take Jeff Gordon's spot at Fox? Honestly, Larry McReynolds. I think Larry Mack will go back into yeah, he's like in the booth, but like not like with all the guys. He only says stuff sometimes. I think it'll be Larry Mack. He'll come back in like the full-time booth and he'll like start saying stuff again. If not him, then I think AJ. Well, no, AJ, not AJ, because he won't be. He'll be racing full-time next year, so no. Oh no, AJ's with NBC. Maybe Jamie Mack. Jamie Mack will. I think Jamie Mack will actually. Either Jamie. It'll be a Mack. Jamie Mack or Larry McReynolds.
It's nerve-wracking times right here because you're deep in the field. We'll see if he can work his way through traffic. Before the caution,
You saw Austin on Ryan Oggett's stream yesterday. Well, who's that?
His outside. Harrison Burton in the 20 back there fighting for second now as Hemrick is pulled away. Snyder in the 2, working to the outside of Harrison Burton.
Kyle Busch has that second yellow car in the picture. Even after that spin, he's recovered his way back into the top 10.
Also moving up, the 99 of Kevin Harvick is back here. He was side by side with the 11.
These colored cars with the bright yellow roof numbers, easy to spot from the helicopter.
There's Harvick driving that Henry's car.
Oh, Harvick's in this race? I didn't even know that.
Kyle Busch working to the inside now of Harrison Burton as they go into 6.
There's A.J. Allmendinger, that 16 car. He's got the freshest tires of all these guys.
How much will that pay off? We're about to find out. Getting ready to make a hard left-hander here. 8 as they get ready for the carousel. Allmendinger charging in here.
New tires are better everywhere. They're better under.
Honestly, as long as this race isn't a wreck fest, I think it might be over by the time I have to leave.
Drifts out a bit there as he got behind the 54 of Kyle Busch.
Yeah, that's one way you can take the approach to the carousels to diamond that corner. You want to be able to make that apex and drive off straight. great run into the kink here. So, Busch way off to the edge there. A little bit of dirt.
Here comes the 7. Justin Allgaier looked to the outside of that.
Where's my work pants?
Now he crosses him over.
Hendrick was just a little defensive in the braking zone of turn 12. If Justin can say the outside here, he'll have the inside line for the final corner.
Into 14. Hendrick. Pitching around the slide.
His tires chirping. We never hear that anywhere else but at these road courses. That opened a door for Maya Snyder to get through into second place. Now AJ has to run on Hendrick. Hendrick will have to be defensive down here.
Definitely pretty defensive. He went down for the block and to look inside of Maya Snyder.
This is going to be an AJ, a great run off the corner, though. The 18 had a bad approach to the corner, had to enter low. It's a very tight corner. You can
Every time I see KB's cars, I want an ice cream sandwich. Same.
just saying it's my spot. Just push the 18 off the track. You might not think I'm clear, but I'm clear. And now in this long straightaway, more trouble for Hendrick. His teammate Kyle Busch has the run and momentum. Heading to turn 5. Kyle moves to the inside.
But honestly, I don't think McMurray will take that spot because the reason Jamie McMurray retired and wanted to become on Fox was because of the schedule. He didn't want to have to keep going around traveling places. That's why he stays in the Charlotte studio, is so he doesn't have to travel that much, you know. So maybe not McMurray. I would love to see a crew chief. I want the booth to be, you know, announcer, former driver, and then former crew chief. I think that's how the booth should be.
Allmendinger and those fresher tires has been able to work all the way up to second now. We'll see if he's going to challenge Allgaier here and how quickly he'll do it as we see Ty Gibbs move out of line.
Ty Gibbs is, remember he got penalized, had to start at the back. This is a battle for 10th right here.
Who do you guys think will go to the Fox booth next year to replace Jeff Gordon?
I'm telling you, Ty, he's a little guy, but he is so aggressive. He is 10 foot tall.
I think honestly Drew Blickensderfer would be a good crew chief for the booth. Because I know he goes on race hub sometimes. But I think he's still an active crew chief, so.
Mike Snyder staying just in front of that 18 of Hendrick as up the hill they go to the start-finish line with 3 to go now in the stage. And we're seeing some of the drivers take this opportunity to come to pit road. Another different strategy here, Steve.
Trying to fight to get that track position back pit now, and the caution goes out. You're all set. The 18 loose once again. Might as well. These guys are.
Daniel Hamburg needs to figure it out. Drew Blickensderfer?
More and more frustrated with
I think he was Marcos Ambrose's crew chief. I don't know who he crew chiefs now. Maybe Larry? I think Larry. Honestly, I feel like that's the most likely, but I don't know.
Pit road comes Casgrala. Weird angle getting in there. Had to go around the car behind him to get in, but now cleanly out for Fresh Goodyears and gone. So is Preston Pardis. Also on pit road, the 07 of Josh.
Ty Gibbs is such a fucking talent, man. I know, right? Like, it's so sad. Last week, I didn't see a sponsor on his car or anything. It was just a black car. It's like, come on. He's such a talented driver. Give the dude a sponsor. Crew chief.
Tries to stay on his outside.
He's in position for the carousel here on the inside. It's tough for AJ to hang out there in the dirty track. He's going to. I'll fight for it. I was wondering if he was going to try to turn right and try to get a better run off the carousel. He ultimately made that decision, but couldn't get the run he was hoping he would get. Kyle Busch closed in on this battle.
Oh, yeah, he's Michael McDowell's crew chief. Oh, shit, Kyle off into the grass again. Man, this is not Kyle's week. Holy shit.
Look at this move by Allmendinger.
He's got position
AJ and Justin side by side. Did you guys all see my Pocono video yet? If not, you guys gotta watch that.
See if they turn right and start climbing the hill. Did not. Some behind him decided it was up to him. Well, they got to get to the commitment line here. I think they'll be there no problem before start finish.
Maya Snyder is pitting.
AJ's going to stay out and try to get another playoff point. Okay, I love it.
That's Chris Rice.
That'll give you 15. How about the call, Steve? It's up to you. I mean, is that interesting to you know, a guy can bid or not in this situation?
Well, I guess, you know, they're going to let AJ decide. He knows he's going to lose track position by staying on the racetrack. Only he knows how good his car is. Tells me AJ feels that he can drive back up through the field. And you see Maya Snyder was that car.
Should I get another fog machine? Let's get a second one. That'd be kind of funny.
I think it's a great decision for these guys. They're thinking long-term playoff championship. They're wanting an opportunity to win it, and I think they got a driver that can do it.
Sheena's scared of the fog machine. Double the fog? That'd be kind of nice.
He's going to have to make 2 more stops still, right? He can't get to 45 laps, can he, on just 1 more tank of fuel?
Well,
1 stop?
What kind of fuel mileage they give? They've had quite a few yellows. If he saves really hard on the yellow, maybe he feels he can stretch this tank enough. Try to come later.
Oh, guys. I don't know if I showed all you guys this yet, but look. It's the Timmy Hill signed vape. I had Timmy Hill sign my vape. Yeah, that was funny. He was just like, that's a first.
Still running in the 3rd spot. Haley is 4th. Harrison Burton in 5th. Bennett Jones in the 19. Ty Gibbs just behind him in the 81.
Right there, the bright yellow 22 of Cindy. Working himself back into it. Currently in 11th position.
Joe? Who's Joe?
Austin Cindric, we mentioned earlier, really the class of the field in practice. First qualifying run. For Riley Herbst, it looks like back behind as we see the 20 and 54 fighting for spots.
Contact back there. That's what got my attention between the 81 and the 99, I believe. Here's the 81 going through the grass a little bit. Marty.
You need someone to sign my forehead? See, that's a nice idea. It's like people get drivers to sign their titties. That's like actually a thing. Is people sign your titties, but it's just like that. Just it dies so quickly. Like the you can't take a shower anymore. That's the thing. Is if I get like my skin signed, I'll just never be able to take a shower again. And plus, it's kind of hard to sign like a body part because like there's a fence. Like I had to stick the vape through the fence. It'd be kind of hard to like, you know, I don't know. Best race you've seen at Road America was the one Jeremy Clements won. Yeah, that was an amazing race. I remember that race. It was between him and like Matt Tifft. Fuck Matt Tifft. I'm so glad Matt Tifft is out of NASCAR. Me and Matt Tifft had like beef. I'm not even kidding. Me and him went like I went off on him in the DMs, and he was like, he's like, I guess I live rent free in your head. What was me and Matt Tift's DM conversation? I gotta see that. And then a few months later, I apologized.
We're coming to the end of the stage, and every position is important.
Allmendinger still out front, has 1.3 second advantage.
Oh my God, Matt Tifft blocked me. Holy shit.
Gibbs running in the 6th spot.
I never even knew that.
He gets the run here, heading into the Keek, and he's going to take that opportunity to go to the inside.
Look at this, y'all. Matt Tifft blocked me.
They give Riley an opportunity here in the braking zone.
I pretty much just told him how he didn't deserve the ride. He was like, thanks for the message. I appreciate your opinion and about how you know about my stats and you follow along on social media. And then he was like, I hope you have a great holiday.
Already making the right-hander for the final time to go up the straightaway here and capture not only stage 1, but he's going to win stage 2.
I didn't even know Matt Tifft blocked me. That's funny.
Never swept both both stages on a road course. Kyle Busch, even after getting off track, finishes 5th. Brandon Jones, Ty Gibbs, Austin Cindric, Harrison Burton, and Ryan.
He must have gotten salty that, like, I told him he didn't deserve the ride, and then he actually lost his ride. It's like, I don't hate you as a person. I just don't like you as a driver.
Yeah, and then it looks like another car might have joined the pack. We're very lucky, no damage to the splitter. I guess that area's been mowed down by enough cars this weekend that it's smoothed itself out.
What a way to kick off the 4th of July from Road America here at Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin.
You don't feel like any of the JGR Xfinity drivers are ready for Cup right now? Me neither. I feel like... I mean, Ty Gibbs is an actual good driver, but he's not ready for Cup yet. Hemrick, I mean... I just don't know what his deal is. You gotta win a race, bro, and at least one of the series. And then Brandon Jones, he has to get the fuck out of NASCAR.
Are you crying?
Geico. Great service without all the drama.
At Coyote, we know that when the weekend rolls around, you have two choices. Kick up your feet or kick up some dirt. If only all decisions would be so easy. Coyote, we dig dirt.
Junior Motorsports also has me blocked on Twitter. I don't know why.
Hey, what's that? Bought groceries with my Credit Karma Money debit card and want a reimbursement. So I bought myself this trophy.
And filled it with nachos. Don't say it.
Nacho trophy. Get paid back for the stuff you pay for with Instant Karma.
Ty Gibbs and John Nemechek is going to dominate the Xfinity Series next year for Gibbs. Oh, yeah, definitely. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for Ty Gibbs running full-time. I can't wait for John Hunter Nemechek in the Xfinity Series.
Toyota, let's go places.
Now that's good racing. Experience the heart-pumping racing thrills for yourself when NASCAR returns to Atlanta Motor Speedway July 10th and 11th. Tickets for the Quaker State 400 presented by Walmart start at just $39. There's nothing like the Stanley Cup Final on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
You can go inside the headset with access to NASCAR Scanner for only $2.99 per month. You listen in on that pit strategy, which we're seeing a lot of here at Road America today. All you have to do is visit NASCAR.com/scanner to start your subscription today.
You mentioned pit strategy, so AJ Allmendinger was last on pit road at lap 11. Won both stages, earned 20 points. That's the best you can do in 2 stages, maximum points accumulated. We'll see if he comes to pit road. I don't know if they can, stretch their fuel enough to do it on one more stop. So he's going to pit, but the 7 of Allgaier is going to stay on the racetrack, along with Kyle Busch. I believe that's Ty Gibbs. The 2 monster cars, I'll admit, from this distance has got me
Ty looks like he's still out there. Let's go to Parker.
And guys, AJ was given the chance to pit before he got the 2 to go there in the lead, but he told Chris Rice yesterday, if I have a chance to win a stage, I'm going to take it. Well, he got both of them today. Still a little bit loose in that car, so before good
Remember that race where Kyle Larson fainted? And then he had to fucking have Regan Smith be his backup driver? Man, that Jimmy Johnson-Jeff Gordon battle brings back memories. Hopefully we'll get more battles like that between Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson. Two of the best going at it, yeah. Busch and Larson rivalry is fun. Dom is a Kyle Larson fan. He thinks it's funny that he got suspended. Honestly, I don't think this race is going to be over by the time I have to leave. Unless we go caution-free, maybe. I have to leave at 4:50. Let's get down to business.
An Air Force veteran made of doing what's right, not what's easy. So when a hailstorm hit, USAA reached out before he could even inspect the damage. That's how you do it right. USAA insurance is made just the way Martin's family needs it. With hassle-free claims, he got paid before his neighbor even got started. Because doing right by our members, that's what's right. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for.
T-Mobile is the leader in 5G. Experience it now with up to 4 powerful iPhone 12 Pros with 5G on us. And with our new Magenta Max plan, you'll get unlimited premium data that can't slow down based on how much smartphone data you use. And taxes and fees are included. That's right. Unlimited premium data and up to 4 iPhone 12 Pros on us. Only at T-Mobile, the leader in 5G.
It's time for electric to turn into lightning. An electric truck that can haul on both ends. That can help build your house.
You want to see Kyle Busch do dirt racing? I mean, we saw it at Bristol. But you mean like... Yeah, I know what you mean. That's what Brexton's doing. Have you guys watched Brexton? Kyle Busch's YouTube channel. They post a bunch of stuff about Brexton, like dirt racing and stuff. It's pretty fun to watch.
We mentioned that NASCAR had not raced here since 1956, but Roger Penske, who's team owner of Penske, Team Penske, actually did race here in 1964. Took us for a lap in 1964. Let's ride along with it. I now shift into second.
This is fun. This is an onboard footage of Roger Penske in 1964 going around Road America. That's actually a lot different back then. Holy shit. That's that long straightaway. Roger Penske's voice has not changed a lot since then.
So 3 years earlier, Roger was actually Sports Illustrated SCCA Driver of the Year.
Yeah, he sounds just the same then as he does now. It's his cadence and pace. Austin Cedric watches that video and sends it to Penske every time they're going to come to this race and says, "Hey man, doing my weekend prep." Almost learning from the best.
Well, let's see if Jack has made it out of the hammock as we see Allmendinger slow on the track.
It wasn't easy getting out of that hammock, but I did make it. My guy Tony from Kiel, Wisconsin, right back here. He's been
Soulja Boy made lemonade. Should get some.
Kindergarten. I asked him why. He said it's pretty simple. This is
Where do I get it?
here behind him is Burnout Circle. The winner will be going right there, putting on his
Lil Yachty made like Cheetos or some shit.
And who will that be? Again, over the wall too soon was the penalty for the 16.
I actually showed them in a video like a month ago. I never ate them, but I should have.
Yeah, that'll make it start at the tail of the field. That's why he was slow. There's Chris Rice right there.
He's fast enough to rebound win, though. Yeah, he did before. He had a pit road infraction.
All right, going back green.
So now, for the first time, Kyle Busch is on the front row with Justin Allgaier as they get ready to dive into turn one. again being aggressive. Austin Cindric getting his outside.
That's a question you can't answer. I like that bird video.
On the outside, taking third away.
A lot of contact back there behind him. The 18 car. Hemrick. Snyder.
I hope this race goes caution-free. I want to see the whole race.
Through turn 3, pretty wild stuff there.
I don't want to have to leave for work. Hey.
They're not gummy worms, they're Sour Patch Kids.
Ooh.
It's a mystery.
Thank you. Oh, it's links galore.
It's Macy's July 4th sale with our lowest prices of the season, like 20 to 50% off.
Rubber tires?
Put themselves into a final pit stop position. I would imagine that's like 18 to go or so. They've got to be able to get to say 18 to go.
We're already completed 22 laps. 7 was the lap when they came to pit road.
And Rick, I can answer Steve's question. They're trying to get to lap 28. Steve, here is my question. I just checked in with Dave Rogers, the crew chief for Daniel Hemrick a moment ago, and he said, we were a lap and a half short, so how in the 54 and the 81 of Kyle Busch and Kyle Busch going to be able to make it to lap 28 if their teammate is a lap and a half short from you?
Well, driving styles do matter. You don't know how much fuel was saved under yellow. These aren't fuel injectors, this is old school carburetors, so now every car can get the same fuel mileage. We'll have to see whose math was right.
And we just kind of saw it in the in-car camera there. Ryan Snyder get used up. Coming into turn 14 by Ned. Set off the racetrack. Off by a few spots, but he's back on the track.
So fresher tires for Austin Cindric right now as he's going up against the 7, and he just passed the 54.
Something tells me that tomorrow is not going to be a good race for Kyle Busch.
The 2 guys that he's going around or about to go around road in lap 7. So 7 fresher laps tires.
He's going to have to go to a backup car. He's going to start in the back. Can't even fucking lead a lap in the Xfinity race.
Thinking with their advantage is that they're going to pit around lap 28 as well. That gets them to the end in case they do not have another option.
Kevin Love is now. Who's Kevin Love?
Cindric has a tire advantage over pretty much the entire field. Also, Michael Annett and the 9 car, Noah Gregson, are in that quote as well. But they have an extra set of tires here. If there were to be a caution, Steve, that could be very valuable.
Dude, the Suns are going to the finals. That makes me so happy.
Three cars having an extra set. If you came to pit row, you're going to line up definitely outside the top 20. So it's just a question of, you have way more grip, but we've talked about how narrow this place is. Do you have enough real estate to use that grip?
Keep watching the 7 of Justin Allgaier, listening on the radio, nothing being talked about other than
Coke 400 Daytona race is getting a reputation. First time winners last 3 years. Yeah, except 2019. It's just. That should not have been a first time winner. And I'm a huge Justin Haley fan. I'm glad Justin Haley is back this week. That was a big crash he had last week. And he didn't run the Cup race. He was supposed to run the Cup race, but he didn't after that crash. So I'm glad he's back.
This place has proven that there will be late yellows, and if that continues, it just comes down to fast cars and good restarts.
2 new links.
You got to have the right strategy to be at the front for those restarts, but they can be absolutely.
Oh, I was gonna watch this video.
Stay in front of Haley in the 11.
These two guys didn't even see Jeff Burton's going to do that in turn 1. Haley's going to try to follow him and have an opportunity to try to get to the inside of his teammate Jeff Burton into turn 3.
Snip comes out and he says, no.
Yeah, 2 down shift.
I've seen enough of this shit. Fucking 5 times.
See those
He was cordial to his teammate. He waved to him. Said, appreciate you letting him go. And for the other teammate, the other collie car, the two-stage winner of Allmendinger had that penalty started at the back when he's already up inside the top 15 and running some amazing laps. Battle right here, watching out the windshield. Hemrick trying to get around Riley. Riley fights back. Not going to make it easy on Hemrick. Hemrick charging into the braking zone here, right back to the back bumper.
Tyler Reddick is due for a win. Still annoys me. Custer has a cup win, and it's been less impressive. Yeah, I mean, except Custer was able to close it out that one day, so.
That is a difficult place to get hit. It's such a flat corner. I think that's like, hey, man, I had you. I was on.
Tyler Reddick has just been kind of disappointing this so far. Damn, that was almost a crash with Riley Herbst and Daniel Hemrick. Damn, Daniel.
It's going to set up Haley for an opportunity to be inside of Hemrick. So they're stacking them up from behind. See Brandon Jones coming into the battle.
And Haley charging hard in there. There's a nice little second
off the track. You see Kyle back there. Back of the screen. He gets off the track as well. He's slowed it down, but he's losing control.
Gregson gets it away from
Spins back across the racetrack. See all his tire marks on that inside wall.
They're putting another spot. So Kyle Buescher doesn't put himself in a position. Kyle's right on his bumper, though. Kyle's to the inside, down the front straightaway for the flag stand. Kyle Gibbs going to look in there and try to find a spot around Justin as well. Brandon Jones drove way in the corner on the outside of Jeff.
So, Steve, these guys look to have figured out some fuel mileage here. We're going to go NASCAR nonstop. You will not miss a thing.
I have to leave in an hour. This race better be over by then.
Rule the playground. Toyota, let's go places.
Wanna grab pizza?
Game 6, Bucks and Hawks today at 8:30. I'll miss that too. Oh, fuck. Riley Herbst equals steaming pile of shit. I agree. Just god awful.
Are you using Liberty Mutual's coverage customizer tool? Sorry. Well, since you asked, it finds discounts and policy recommendations, so you only pay for what you need. Literally, you're an animal. Who's got the bird legs now?
Only pay for what you need.
Nope. Soldier Boy Lemonade. Soldier Boy Lemonade is probably just his piss, honestly. Probably just pissed in cups. Which I would still buy, you know, Soldier Boy's piss.
I am a driver with a dream. And part of that dream is making all the doubters believe that my name belongs here. I may be new to some, but I am not to be taken lightly.
Oh, and now they're really going at it. Yeah, they are.
Because if you let your guard down, I will rise above. I am the NASCAR Xfinity Series. I am NASCAR.
Oh my! That is a huge crash. That is a big, oh my shit. Holy fuck. And now I'm not going to be able to watch the end of the race because it's probably going to be a red flag and I have to leave for work in an hour. So fucking great. Holy shit.
Spencer Pumpelly hard in
into the tire barrier at the end of row one. Or excuse me, turn one. And so into that tire barrier, up on at the rear end, almost 4 or 5 feet in the air. All right, listen into his radio.
I got just nothing. Pump, nothing. Went all the way.
Talking about the brake pedal. So went down into turn one after the longest straightaway in the sport and didn't have any brakes when he got to the end of it.
And so you wonder, why didn't he just go nose in, right? Well, he was pumping those brakes. It probably got the rear tires, where the rear tires were wheel hopping. There it is right there. You can see how long they were locked up.
Got no front brakes.
Yeah. This is going to be a big impact right here.
Just climbs this wall, gets on the tires. That's a horrible feeling. You know, you just said it, Junior.
That's a big crash.
That we have in NASCAR, and you get the brakes, and nothing's there. And all you can do is just as quick as you can, you pump the brakes, and then
NASCAR is going to need to do some wall repair. That sucks.
the ones that locked up first.
All right, at speed, let's take another look at it.
Do they really need to do wall repair, though? It's like, come on. It's like no one's going to crash there again.
With him, walking back to the truck and taken to the infield care center. The 46-year-old out of Arlington, Virginia, probably baffled as to how he didn't have any front brakes going into turn one.
I believe pit road's going to be a busy place. I think it may be an uncomfortable distance for some, but you have to come, I think, right now, if you want to have a chance to win this race. All the leaders are going to be on pit road.
And as they're coming up the hill, we'll send it to Dave.
And a big break for Justin Allgaier not to have to go another lap under caution, because that 7 was set to come in this time. So he wouldn't have had a whole lot of fuel left. That's the 9 of Noah Gregson. His car has been good all day. They'll have an extra set in case they need him late in this race, but probably won't want to give up that track position. Gregson will come in, and Allgaier as well, Marty.
Dave Kyle Busch has rallied from 2 off-track excursions. He brings the 54 car to pit road. They're having a little trouble hearing him on the radio, and his car just a little bit too tight. That's what they were able to make out. Austin Cindric said he was much freer this run, and he liked it. If he could use help anywhere, it would be the slow speed corners, but he's been fairly happy with the race car. You see a number of cars staying on track, but as Steve mentioned, all the leaders coming down here right now, we'll see how this shakes out.
Brennan Brown first off of pit road there. Austin Cindric coming off behind him. Ty Gibbs, Noah Gregson, Daniel Hemrick. And again, the reason for the caution coming out.
I gotta pee again. Holy shit, why do I have to pee so much?
Turn 1 tire barrier.
We don't follow the herd. Never have, never will. Because those who build the future aren't found in a pack. They forge the way forward on a path of their own. And just when you think the dust has settled, we're here to kick it right back up again. The all-new, all-electric 2021 Mustang Mach-E is here.
I would give these to my kids if I was trying to figure out a reason to go back and get another one.
You can't act more excited about this than your kids. Red, white, and blue, slush, float. Make them believe that they're the reason we're going to Sonic.
Our story begins in a land without law, where fortune favored the bold. It's the story of a man named Mike and the treasure he would seek.
Where's the gold?
This is the goal.
If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't have this.
Here's to Mike.
Nobody makes lemonade like Mike's.
Hey, new toy?
Bought it with my Credit Karma Money debit card and want a reimbursement. With all the money I saved, I'm gonna buy it.
New TV?
New TV.
Get paid back for the
I'm
stuff
getting
you paid for
changed.
with Instacart.
We're close enough to where you guys can watch me get
Code
changed
may
now.
not be a household name, but we are a land name and a work name and
end of family day. And those are all the names we'll ever need. Coyote, we dig dirt.
Glad my underpants didn't all fall down too.
Welcome back, America.
You wanna be where you can see.
This season, no one saw coming. Not that it's a bad thing. I am something none of you expected.
Will you miss tomorrow's race? Fuck no. I told them I'm not working on Sunday.
This year to make the playoffs.
And they were like, alright.
Or you're not in. And one thing is for sure this season. I am not certain what happens next. And neither are you. I am NASCAR.
At 18, she won her first Olympic medal. At 30, she won her 9th. This year, she'll go for her first gold as a mom.
Next Saturday, the Xfinity Series rolls into Atlanta. That race coverage on NBCSN beginning at 3:30 p.m. Eastern could be the last race for Kyle Busch. Last one he has scheduled, and once he got to 100 wins, he has said that he would retire. Look at these fans enjoying this Saturday afternoon race.
I'd love to see Kyle Busch get 101 wins.
Updates. I mentioned Kyle Busch. He's currently 5th. Brandon Jones will restart up front. Harrison Burton 4th. Ty Gibbs, we'll see how aggressive he is on this potentially final run. 7th. Daniel Hemrick 9th. And Andy Lally is 16th. Haven't said a lot about Andy Lally. Andy Lally, the 46-year-old from Northport, New York. Let's check in with Jack Collinsworth.
Back down at the party deck. Great spot to get a little perspective as you look over the track, including the push to the finish right there and the views.
Did Rutledge Wood get like fired or something or what?
Here's the spotters calling in the race right here. As you grab a hamburger, grab a hot dog, grab a brat, refill your drink, you sit right next to the spotters. It's a refuel station for the fans, Rick.
And on a warm Saturday.
Fuck.
Need to refuel a little bit here. Hydrate. It's the party deck up there, Steve.
Listen, I'm sold. Yeah, I mean, Jack, I didn't need your...
Yeah, Jack sold us.
Jack sold me already.
Daniel Hemrick made his way onto pit road. They're working still on the tire barrier. Marty.
Yeah, Rick, interesting move here. They got a penalty on the 18 for the jack band going over.
Holy shit, this is too big.
And Steve, I've never seen this one, I don't think. They put their last set of tires on. So Dave Rogers making the call to pull that set off.
Signing in, what's up, Major Kenneth Withrow? How's it going?
Rode around very slowly, knowing they had to serve the penalty. So, in essence, saving, sort of, a brand new set of tires for the end of the race for the 18.
This is what you call always crew chiefing, always swinging, always finding a fight. Don't burn up your brand new tires trying to drive through the field and have no advantage and have this penalty take you out. This is basically Dave Rogers saying, all right, the penalty's no good. We need things to go our way. Let's put old tires back on. We'll save these new tires. Maybe we'll get a caution in 10 laps. And then we can put the new tires on and make a sprint to the finish.
He's got a full fuel.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was fuel. You had
spraying out once he left that Nickers gas can.
I haven't seen that.
Okay, Steve, so is this Daniel Hemrick's best shot at potentially winning with this strategy?
Well, I mean, I like the story he had with new tires up front before he got the penalty. That's his choice. But my point is, this is how you can't just hang your head when you get a penalty. You know, you just can't say, oh, woe is us. What are we going to do now? This is the 18 car trying somehow to recover from this penalty. We have seen so many late race restarts here. The guy you think has the race in control has anything but the race in control. So, you never know. This could be the unfortunate lucky break. You can connect those two.
The unfortunate lucky break. Daniel Hemrick's teammate, Brandon Jones, and Harrison Burton, they are up front for the restart. And we're seeing now the 6 of Spencer Capelli, that car being towed back to the garage.
Well, Geico's 85 years isn't just about time, you know. It means experience. I mean, put it this way. If I told you I'd been jarring raspberry preserves for 85 years, what would you think? Well, at first, you'd be like, that has got to be some scrumptious jam. And then you'd think, he looks fantastic. I must know his skincare routine.
Geico, saving people money for 85 years.
Beg your pardon?
If I crave something, I have to have it.
Well, so what are you craving? Like, what do you crave? Attention, apparently. Look at him all sitting in the middle.
I know, right? It is really awkward. You just chose to sit there.
Sonic Crave Cheeseburger.
Hey, what's that?
Bought groceries with my Credit Karma Money debit card and want a reimbursement. So I bought myself this trophy.
And filled it with nachos.
Get paid back for the stuff you paid for with Instant Karma.
Oh, yes, it is. And there's evidence of that.
Hello there.
4th of July is a great holiday for our country. It's, to me, about togetherness.
4th of July is just, a time to, I feel like, celebrate with your friends and family, especially around the racetrack.
America, 1776. We are the champions.
Yeah, usually some grilling and enjoying hopefully a beautiful day outside.
Yeah, the grandstands always get a little bit more red, white, and blue.
Nothing's better than motorsports on the 4th of July, let alone NASCAR.
And family fun. I think the Ricky Stenhouse Jr. quote might be one of his greatest of all time. Zero doubt. Well, tomorrow it is jam-packed with fun and racing on the 4th of July. Cup Series qualifying from Road America. That's on CNBC. IndyCar racing from Mid-Ohio at noon on NBC. And then countdown to green and Cup Series racing. Road America both on NBC. The countdown to green starting at 2 o'clock.
We might have to go for a golf cart ride around and do a little flag post. I've seen some pretty good flags out there.
There have been great ones. And the fans enjoying it. Some sitting there on the grass, some on the grandstands.
Love it. Love it. Love that Road America symbol, too. They do a nice job there. So we saw the 18 come down and put old tires back on. Well, we always get asked, how are pit stops so fast? Well, they glue the lug nuts to the wheel. What happens if they're not glued on? This is what a pit stop looks like. These tires just came off, so literally every lug nut, take them off your belt, pick them up off the ground, start them one at a time all the way around. So when you want to know, how these guys change a tire so fast, here you go on the right front, putting the lug nuts on. See, if you had it glued on, you could change it that fast inside the interstate, Rick. It's the fact that you have to put the lug nuts on one at a time. That's about your pace.
Yeah, and then add about 45 minutes.
Mostly the jack. It's that screw jack. That's fancy jack.
I'm back.
You'd be way quicker.
I had to get a different shirt. I had to get a different shirt because the other one had some weird stuff going on.
I love the precision of he's going to get to 12th, but I also love, Junior, the reassurance. After we put the new tires on, you're going to get the rest of them.
Nothing better when you get cheerleading from the pit box or the spotter. You got to pump that driver up, man. Give him that confidence. Anything's possible.
So now it's Brandon Jones and Harrison Burton who make up the front row.
That's what's going to make this restart crazy. Is Cindric, Gibbs, Gregson, Kyle Busch, middle of the pack, fresh tires. They know they have to make moves right away.
Brandon Brown also a part of that.
All right, going back green here.
Now with 16 laps to go. Brandon Jones, Harrison Burton side by side for the lead.
All right, see Cindric looking to the inside.
Brandon Jones has the top spot. Harrison Burton looked to the inside through 2, now into 3. It's Jones, Burton. Here comes Harvick. Harvick in the 99 is third.
So Noel got a good restart.
Look at the aggressive move by that 07 of Josh Bilicki. Double duty on the front race as well. About a 2 this week.
that says some interesting stuff.
The race car is pretty amazing. On a Wednesday before the race about 5 years ago, we saw on the entry list it said TBD beside one of the teams. He, on Facebook, messaged the owner of that team and said, hey, I got a lot of experience with this race car. Sure enough, they did. And Josh Balicki's racing today. He'll actually race again tomorrow, too. But an amazing story for Josh Balicki.
Another link.
Yeah, he's had good speed here, too. Typically looking for on most weekends, but he's got it now.
Cedric up is just showing Harvick going into the kink, and Harvick wising up there. Look at a 2 wide corner. Go ahead.
We can have that.
That driver doing really good. This particular point in the race. Cody
I love that that crash was only in practice, too. Ooh, another one.
right in behind this big battle. Right behind this battle right here is Cody. Cody in there.
Austin Cindric in third place. You know, I think it's important for Austin Cindric. You never know how these races are going to go. You know, it's not a huge rush right now, right? To pass these guys. Just take it easy. Take care of your tires. Be smooth. You know, we don't get rid again.
The fuck?
Purple car here in the IndyCar race here. So while everybody else's breath is kind of taken away from the king, that's probably the slowest he's gone. I can't imagine that straightaway back there in the IndyCar. There he is right there in that purple 17.
Steve, I think all these runs, excuse me guys, with Cody Ware and different things have given him so much confidence everywhere. In fact, you remember at Pocono, he was out running the cars that he normally races against. So the purple 17, whether it's here or in the IndyCar series or even the Asian Le Mans series where he ran an LMP2 car, very good for Cody Ware's development.
Yeah, Dave, he's also going to run the Trans Am race here, so just a little bit more track time.
Another left front lockup with this 19. So now, you know, you can get a hard time as you see him battle 3 wide for the lead.
Cindric will move to the inside as he gets past Harrison Burton, and Cindric's back up front.
And you wonder, okay, why
Fuck.
do you lock that up over and over? Well, once you flat spot a tire, it's much easier for it to hang on that flat spot and lock up again.
Another link.
For one in the same corner. And this is really where Austin Cindric should just kind of chill out a little bit, right? Older tires behind him. That 7 car of Allgaier on the same tires as he is.
Ankle or wheelchair basketball.
That's all he needs to do right now.
Ankle or wheelchair basketball looks fun. Because you don't have to stand up.
Well, guess what? We don't. You never know what's going to happen. This thing could go green the entire way. And if he does, he did a better job he did of saving your tires right now.
LeBron.
Remember earlier in the day we were following Kevin Harvick and we thought something happened to Caldwell. The 99 car for Harvick popped out of gear. That was very early in the race. Since then, they have learned a lot as Austin Cindric is up front. Meanwhile, Harvick back further. I asked Rodney Childers a moment ago. I said, you kind of jumped off strategy there. He said, well, if we pitted with everybody else, we would have finished 10th. But I thought, let's save a set of tires. Let's just see what happens. We're just here to learn today. Harvick making the most of that, hoping that the run today on Saturday helps him tomorrow on Sunday in the Cup race.
Why not, right?
Yeah. Well, you remember, I mean, the Cup guys never raced here. So unless he raced an Xfinity Series race, which Harvick didn't, then they wouldn't have as much experience.
Yeah, we call it the tires. You know, this far into the race, you know how much equipment you have and what speed it really has. You see Noah Gragson move to the inside.
There's a lot of links.
So trying to find some way to have an advantage. I'm a tire. Let's take a listen into that 19 you mentioned about wheel lock. Let's see what they're saying.
He's a tire.
Crew chief
Locking it up again.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, once you flat spot it pretty good, it keeps trying to hang on that flat spot every time into that braking zone, and it's going to keep locking up. So he's got the tire pretty much ruined at this point. You're lucky to be able to get many more laps out of it before it's down. It's going to go down.
Well, Todd Gibbs get by Justin Allgaier right there. A little bit of contact. A little body, not ice, man. A little body contact side to side.
About 1.3 seconds advantage over Harrison Burton by Gibbs. Justin Allgaier in no direction as we go NASCAR nonstop.
I love Shaq.
I'm a tiger. For those who were born to ride, there's Progressive.
Today tastes like it's all fired up. Like it's cooling down. Tastes like open air and closed eyes. Today tastes like a Sunday ritual. And it never tasted this good.
Hey, what's that?
Bought groceries with my Credit Karma Money debit card and want a reimbursement. So I bought myself this trophy.
And filled it with nachos. Don't say it.
Nacho trophy.
Get paid back for the stuff you pay for with Instant Karma.
You can do better. Let's go get a freshly made footlong from Subway. Thanks, Tony. Thank you.
Choose better, be better. And now save when you order in the app.
Subway, eat fresh.
Get the part you need from the comfort of your garage. Order online or via the Advanced Auto Parts mobile app. With Advanced Same Day. Get same day pickup.
Another link.
Same day curbside. And same day delivery. Advance how you get parts. How you treat neighbors. Advance Auto Parts.
On the track is where the race cars rule, but offense is where camping takes center stage. Campgrounds that go all in on good times, with an energy that fuels the whole weekend. A grilling, playing, racing. There's nothing else like it. And there's everything to love about it.
The fuck did I just watch?
You've never experienced before. Book your NASCAR camping experience at NASCAR.com/camping.
July 4th weekend's always an exciting one. Racing on July 4th just goes hand in hand with everything I live for. Burgers, racing, fireworks, maybe the pool.
Oh no.
19 of Brandon Jones. And the 10 of Burton. Also back there, Jumpers.
Vroom.
They get it straightened back out.
Are you gonna make a blizzard at Dairy Queen? I don't know, honestly. I don't really even know what I'm doing yet. They didn't even like train me on it. I'm assuming today is mostly just training. Like I went in yesterday, but they just had me like watching videos about like sexual harassment on the job. That's pretty much what they showed me at work yesterday. Like I went in for 2 hours and they showed me like sexual harassment training, or like that you're supposed to report it, or I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be on the grill, like making fucking hot food, or if I'm gonna be making cold food.
Thank you. And what does that do to the 19 strategy, Steve? They had another set of tires left, had to put them all under green.
Yeah, so they're going to put them on right here. So if you get caution the next one or two laps, they're going to look like geniuses. They're all
All right, 12 to go. I'm thinking maybe I will be able to watch the rest of this race.
Finish, it's just going to hurt them. They didn't want to put them on until the yellow came out. That's really what all these guys, Harrison Burke right here in the 20, I don't believe he can make it on fuel. It would be a stretch. He's looking for a caution to come down pit road, put a set of tires on.
Coming in this time, Steve.
Nope, there you have it.
I honestly wasn't going to stream this race today, but I was just like, fuck it. If I have to leave early, I'll leave early.
Somebody would do something to bring the yellow out.
Whenever I wished for the caution, I was always in.
Yeah, that's why I stopped wishing. Spot on, set caution. You'd be all excited, and you're like, oh wait, no, that's it. Oh boy. Parker.
For some reason, it always works that way. When you want the caution, it never comes. For the 16 here of AJ Omni, we've watched him drive through the field. One thing that's been on this team's mind, if you look at the right front, is a bit of damage he got coming through the field. You know, it's one of those things that when you get forced back there, 3 hours, you sometimes run the risk of beating up that race car. We've seen how fast he is, but that right front damage, it's sort of pushed in on the right front fender. It hasn't touched the tire yet, and they've been able to get away with it, but you have to think that could be affecting a little bit of aero performance. Just not
Another link.
top shape here as we get late in the race.
Jeff. I mean, just use everything up. He is driving 10-10s. All he can. Every pass takes great life out of the car. So it's just going to be hard to think that this car has
So I'm
enough
sitting
life in it.
between runs of my school bus, and I hear voices behind me. And I'm like, what the hell? Who the hell's talking out here, man, at 8 o'clock in the morning? I'm not going to show their faces because it's kids, and I can't do that. But if you look right here, there are tennis courts. A little bit further that way, there's actually a gym class on those tennis courts. Man, I don't know about you guys, but I always feel bad for the kids who like gym class first thing in the morning. Like, there's nothing like getting all sweaty and nasty to sit in school class.
I had gym class first block in 9th grade and I think 11th grade.
You see on the bottom left, it's a great map of the track, and you see just how far behind. You know, 20 is going to be basically a half a lap behind.
Was not fun. But then you also just got it out of the way early.
Course finish 6th. Kota.
Ty Gibbs is stopped on the racetrack. That's going to be a caution.
Not sure what happened to him, but remember, before the race, his car would not start. And so, I don't know if something happened, it shut off. I don't see any damage.
Shit.
The transmission, they're saying, Jeff, and it just won't shift, so he's stuck.
This is the caution Harrison Burton absolutely needed. He was just on pit road, and there it is. The yellow's out.
Caution.
So Ty Gibbs, who was running second, has transmission issues.
It's
a big break for Harrison. Just pitting.
Remember Kyle Busch last week, transmission problems also.
That's a great point. Great point, Jeff.
So frustrating. Ty had a good drive today. Did his job. Just something happened. What a young driver. He could have, I broke many transmissions, learning how to do it.
I think outside of AJ Allmendinger, he was the only guy that I could match up with Cindric to compete for this win today. And Cindric will come around and see that car, maybe resting a little easier about his opportunity to win today.
Now, if you have
oh boy, there's links galore.
All right, so Cindric, who has a set, do you pit from the lead? When you have perhaps the fastest car, or the fastest car.
You fool.
Do you dare stay on the racetrack and let Harrison Burton on front tires run you down?
With the customers. I'm not one to really argue. I actually hate arguments, as do most people. And if somebody starts going after my life, you best believe I'm going to defend myself in any way that I can.
Right now are thinking about the exact same thing. What
So I'm
do
saying it's showing
we do? We'll be right back.
Right here, up the middle. Shit, I caused that. That was on me. Problem with going up the middle like this is sometimes you hit people. And I flipped them a little and Jeff Gordon Ramsay, are you back there causing trouble? You basically Scott Speed.
I should watch Michael Monks more often. He's funny.
We're the strong mind. We're coming up with a good plan. You know what you are? See, when you're the strong
My favorite NASCAR YouTuber is Kamikaze, but it doesn't really make much NASCAR content anymore, unfortunately.
What about someone who refuses to take a compliment like that?
I've travelled all over the country talking about saving with Geico. But that's the important bit, isn't it? Showing up, saying, hello, fancy a nice chat. And then we talk like two old friends about sticky buns and all the savings you could get by bundling your home and car insurance. But here's the real secret. Eye contact. Do you feel that? We just had a moment. Who'd have thought it?
Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance.
This next step for me is for every kid out there with a dream. You will face challenges, but trust me, no matter what, I have to go. Keep pushing.
You've changed, Joe. Like I did when I went through puberty. Hey, you guys feel like playing some baseball? Excuse me, I'm gonna go masturbate. Welcome back, America.
chased by an eagle, a bear, or a gator is being chased by all three. Meet Caleb Dressel. He's the fastest swimmer in the world. This summer in Tokyo, the only thing he's chasing is gold.
July, nothing's better than motorsports.
Check the flag right here. Hell yeah.
It just says freedom in America. The 4th of July is obviously a great weekend to celebrate our country.
Road America in Wisconsin. I'm sure it'll be a good party and fun race.
The drivers know we're going to celebrate Independence Day on NBC with an epic doubleheader of racing. Mid-Ohio has the IndyCar Series. Penske still looking for their first win. That begins at noon. Then Star Cup Series right here at Road America for the first time in 65 years. The Cup Series will be here at this racetrack. And obviously the fans know about what great racing we're going to see at Road America tomorrow.
Yo, Jaden, post your picks.
Series race. Guys like Austin Cindric, who have been so strong, another set of tires. Do you come and take those right now?
Well, that's the question. I mean, you have the best car, you have the track position, you have the lead, but your fear is other teams have a fresh set of tires. Is that the way you lose the race, by not coming to get them, or the opposite? You come, put your tires on, go back in traffic, and get caught up in somebody else's mess. It's going to be a stressful decision.
Okay, let's bring in the drivers. Dale Jr., Jeff,
Bet.
you guys, now that we've seen, 30 laps of this race, what do you think about the final 10?
Well, I think that based off the conversation you guys were just having, the trouble with starting with new tires, you're going to be so far in the back. There's so many cars on the lead lap, and we know how aggressive he gets back there. We've seen it, and that thing wasn't even for the win yet. So now you're going for the win. It's going to get even more aggressive. Can you keep your car in one piece driving up through the field?
Either way, I think it's going to be awesome to have everybody kind of on different strategies, but I think if you don't pit now, you certainly can't pit later because of what you just said. This track is long, but you get mired back there in 20th place. By the time you do get into that top 5, put yourself in position to win, the leader is gone. Won't be able to catch him.
Parker.
Well, guys, as we listen to a lot of these drivers, maybe deciding to pit. Some that have the tires obviously will want to do that. But for the 16 team, take a listen to the radio. It sounds like they're probably staying out. They're a little dejected because of that.
Massive save here, man. We appreciate it. Keep that thing cool.
We're out of tires, right?
Yes, we are. Out of tires.
See Austin Cindric pull the pit road. AJ stays out of tires. They're committed here, guys.
And a lot of cars are pitting. I thought we'd see more stay on the racetrack. Those fresh tires are going to line up way farther up in the pack than I thought they would. Dave.
Justin Allgaier running second behind Austin Cindric was told, follow that 22. The 22 of Cindric came in behind him. The 9 of Noah Gregson did not. They're both on Junior Motorsports team. The blue team's taking different paths here, Mark.
Showing a lot of the teams who do not have a set of tires left deciding to stay on the racetrack here.
But those who did have a set of tires left, they are coming down to the road to see Allgaier hit his stop. Kyle Busch has a set of tires left. Kevin Harvick also has a set of tires left. But Austin Cindric, Brian Wilson, his crew chief, left it up to him. Cindric's call was, quote, lightning. That's from their playbook right above his head on a piece of paper. He said lightning, which means coming to pit road for...
Oh yeah, I saw Richard Childress last week. He walked by and we were like, "Can we get autographs?" And he was like, "No," and it was kind of sad.
This restart's going to be fun to watch.
Just, it's important to understand in the Xfinity race.
You gotta go. The Casablanca match is upon us. All right, see you, man. Enjoy it. I hope this race is over before I have to leave. I think it will be, honestly.
You took them. Code words, I had code words too. I think it was pit or stay out. They're real creative. They're pretty easy to understand. I got a lot going on between.
We're gonna get the 1 to go when we come back around.
I think that
And then there'll be 7 to go.
The best thing happened was for him is all those cars came. I had no idea that many cars would come. So Cindric's not going to be as mired back in that field as far as I thought he would be. Let's hear what the 9 had to say about all that. Noah Gregson.
Right. 80% of them came. Yeah, you got the lead, buddy. It's amazing. Go out there and all last. Hell yeah. I like that. That's clear direction.
Stay positive.
Yeah.
You got the lead.
Started the race last, guys. Don't forget.
Well, this is a team that did have a set of tires in their pits and chose not to come. So this wasn't a, hey, I didn't have tires call. This was a, hey, let's give me track position. Maybe I can get lucky. We say 9 to go, but look, we saw how long cautions could be. That one car went off in turn 1, the 6th car, it burned 2 or 3 laps. So, you know, you don't know how many green flag laps you're going to get because you drivers pointed out.
Well, there's another caution. I won't be able to see the end of this race probably.
Well, that's why these races, these road course races, and Daytona Talladega, you get these late race cautions. They seem to create more because I just said Austin Cindric is in a pretty good shape here, but he still has to get by 9 cars to win this race, and that starts.
Jaden, you still didn't do it.
Green flag. It starts in turn 1. He's going to have the aggression level turned all the way up as high as it'll go.
It's like Jaden always tries to wait till the last minute to post his picks. Last week I was having like a heart attack at the race. I was like, is he going to post his picks or what?
Let's see how we got to this point. When the green flag came out, there was Austin Cindric and Ty Gibbs who were up front. Noah Gragson had to start in the back, but what a charge he made early.
You see the 6 having issues early, spins in turn 14, goes into the sand. Kyle Busch as well in the 54 gets turned around off the nose of the 7. He was able to recover that.
He tried to turn the side of the 8 car there and just gets turned across the nose of Justin. Stage 1 winner, Justin, or AJ Allmendinger. And he had some problems off their road. Right here, putting the right foot tire back on. He knocked one of the liquids off, had to take the time to put that liquid back on there. We'll call it a pep talk. Look like a frustration. Big crash for Sam Mayer into turn 12. It's his day early. AJ wins stage 2.
And guess what? Over the wall too early, so we're going to serve another penalty. Kelly at the end of this front straightaway, turn 1, no brakes. Finally got a little bit of rear brake, got around backwards, climbed the wall. Unfortunately got out of call.
Jeff Burton and Brandon Jones spin.
Harrison Burton comes to pit road onto green to put his last set of tires on, and just as he does it, another Gibbs Toyota, the 81 of Ty Gibbs, who was fast all of the race, has transmission trouble. So now we basically have some older tires out. In front of the field, about 5 to 6 lap pressure tires on Harrison Burton, the 20 car, Brandon Jones, the 19, Cindric, who has showed the most speed of probably anyone in the field, would line up 10th.
Last mean before you disappear.
First 4 rows on.
Oh shit, that was like 4 minutes ago. You already left.
Coming in that 5th row. We'll see how well track position holds up for Noah Gragson, as well as 16 of AJ Allmendinger.
All right, back green, 8 to go.
Nice Snyder up there. Preston Pardis.
I thought it was 7 to go, but whatever.
Success here at this racetrack. He's restarting 5th. Kaz Grala in the 6th position. 8 laps remain from Road America.
Oh shit! I don't know how nobody wrecked.
When it's able to check up a bit, though, see if it did any damage as he's 3 wide on the inside for position.
Oh shit! There we go. Oh no! It's getting bad. This is just bad. This is just not good. Oh no! This just not good. Well.
It's going to burn laps for Noah Gragson, the leader of this race. So this is a lap they don't have to defend now. They can just, you know, shorten that amount of time. Oh, big damage for Allgaier. Big damage on Cindric. The back of Cindric.
Kyle Busch has damage.
Kyle Busch has damage.
Kyle Busch, yes, the left front of Kyle Busch is damaged. A lot of damage to the 22, the 7.
So we saw that big checkup on the restart on that inside line.
See what happens here. We see, oh my, it comes back on 3 wide. And they check up in front of him. Looked like Harrison checked up. The 22 had nowhere to go. The 7 got in the back of the 22.
We talked about it. If you're going to win this race, it all started in turn 1, right? That you had to have that aggression level turned up and just everybody push it as hard as they can. The damage on the 20 as well. The left front's knocked up.
So, which drivers got through unscathed at the front of the field? Definitely an advantage here. Noah Gragson was up there, Justin Haley, Allmendinger, Kaz Grala.
Big damage right there to the 7. Be interesting to see if Kyle Busch has to pit that damage to the left front of his car. Great restart here by Justin Haley.
Well, I gotta leave in 15 minutes.
He's got an opportunity to beat.
Yeah, there's no way I'll be able to watch the end of this.
Gragson drives it in there deep.
If only they scheduled me 6 to fucking...
That's going to be interesting to see who has to come to pit road, who doesn't. The 7 has big damage at the front.
I get $15 an hour. That's 50 cents more an hour than I got at fucking Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, they're all looking at each other's cars, you know, relaying back to the spotters, you know, what they're seeing. Drivers work pretty well with each other, give them information.
That's exactly right, Jeff. And Kyle Busch has been asked by Austin Cindric to look at that right rear. Kyle said a moment ago it won't make it the rest of the race. So the 22, who had the dominant car today, looked like he was in shape for a win, is going to have to come to pit road here and put on some scuff tires.
This was the risk, right, of going in the back in traffic.
Now, I want to say Kyle was up there hitting the 22, and I want to think that he was actually trying to possibly clear that tire.
Yeah, to fix it looked like.
I mean, he wouldn't be trying to make it rub worse, but he might have been up there trying to make that car clear for him.
But I think that's a respect they have.
Yeah, you mentioned Cindric earlier this weekend when we talked to him. He goes, well, he's in the race. But that's great, because if I'm going to beat somebody, I want to beat the vet. Like, they want to go beat, bang, and figure it out on the racetrack. They don't want to see him pit. I think even Kyle says, man, I want him to stay on the racetrack. I want to see how this can turn out.
So damage to those 3 cars, right? Actually 4 cars. We'll see if any of them feel like it's bad enough that they have to come to pit road.
Well, this is actually a pretty good race. Too bad I can't see the end of it.
I think so too. I think he's fine. I think the 20 should stay out. They just got the left front up. It's not going to rub.
He's going to stay out there. Yeah.
22 is coming as well as the 7. All right, Dave. Allgaier on his way to you.
Yeah, that left front, the biggest part of the problem, Rick. And Justin told the team, he said, I think it's drivable, but they said, nah, you got to come down pit road. We've got to get some, what they call bear bond, big pieces of tape on that left front. And they were reminded, the crew that is, don't cover up the brake ducts. Very important for Justin to get to the end of the race, Marty.
Yeah, Dave, I think Kyle Busch was trying to help out Austin Cindric, but man, you can see how sunk in that right rear is on the 22 Menards Ford for Cindric as Justin Allgaier pulls to his pit stall. They're going to have to clearance the right rear fender on the 22, the left front damage on the 7, and they're going to go to work on that immediately for Austin Cindric. And yeah, that definitely would have not made the rest of the race. It would have eventually cut that right rear tire. And now they make the evaluation. Do we definitely need to put on? Yes, they're going to put on some tires. So they're going to put on the new right rear here, which is a scuff right rear tire, and make sure that fender is clear.
Away parts of the body from the 7 up above.
Hey, Rick.
Yeah.
One thing to keep note here when you're working with bear bond is you watch the replay here. I'll give you the comment in a second.
You see the 2 gets wide. He tries to come on the racetrack and just squeezes Harrison Burton, and then it's a chain reaction from there.
Ryan Sieg in the 39 was also involved.
The 17 went for the hat trick on billboards.
Another look. Here's where Cindric got ran into the back by Allgaier. They checked up there. So quite a few cars involved. Now under 7 laps to go here at Road America. Dave.
So, Rick, it was about the wind. Steve, I know you've had your crew work on the car before, but when those big pieces of tape are being used and it's windy like it is here at Road America, they have a tendency to fold over on themselves. That's tough.
I was never, it's like using super glue. Next thing you know, you get it everywhere. It's all stuck together. Now, the one advantage with the length of this racetrack is, you know, you have a lot of time under yellow. The disadvantage, you got to be very careful because they give 1 to go. They let the field know they're coming to the green back on the back side of the racetrack. So, you know, even though you might save a lap, you leave pit road, you could be a half a lap behind. This car looks like it's going to be fine. They got a little clearance to it. In 7 laps, we're talking almost 30 miles. Not even counting perhaps overtime.
So you're saying enough time? For sure. All right. We'll be right back.
Oh, shit.
Liberty Mutual customized car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. How much money can Liberty Mutual save you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 17,808 dollars. Everything hurts.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Hey, new toy?
Bought it with my Credit Karma Money debit card and won a reimbursement. With all the money I saved, I'm gonna buy
A new TV?
a new TV.
Get paid back for the stuff you pay for with Instant Karma.
Blue Emu Super Strength Original Formula is now available in 3 convenient sizes. Whether you need relief at home, in your gym bag, or on the go. Blue Emu works fast and you won't stink. An official partner of MLB and NASCAR.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoy today's broadcast.
Coming up on 6 laps to go from Road America for the NASCAR Xfinity Series, it will be Noah Gragson and Justin Haley, but Noah Gregson's going to have his hands full, I guess you could say it. Dave?
I would say so, Rick. And yesterday when I talked to Noah right after they had the engine failure in practice, he sold me on the fact that they'd be okay today. That he knew that he just had to start in the back of the field, but he believed in the strategies and he believed in himself. He was told to take care of the car.
All right, we're going back green here. 6 to go.
He's got him on the right strategy for the end. All he's got to do is hold him off, Parker.
And Dave, this has breathed new life into the 16 teams race here. AJ Allmendinger.
I guess I could leave it like 6:53, you know.
Said, I know we've let you down, but a bunch of the cars that could have beat us just got involved in that instant. You're starting there in the second row. Let's go get it, buddy. So this 16 has another chance at it, Marty.
Parker, let's review what has been a very rough Saturday for Kyle Busch. In his Cup car, he wrecked the primary car going through the kink in practice, and they have to go to a backup for tomorrow. Then today, he's been off course twice, but now he sits here with the freshest tires, furthest forward, restarting 7th. Steve, could he pull it off and get the win here?
All right, going back green. 6 to go.
No power steering. It's going in and out. Yeah, it's either so hot right now that it's kind of boiling and it's not catching.
So it sounds like it's got a little bit of a steering issue, but Dave Ellens, the crew chief, thinks perhaps under speed it'll cool off. Just something to keep in mind when we watch the 9 here.
Back to the restart zone, and a great restart. Right behind the 9 of Noah Gragson. We'll see if A.J. Allmendinger can take advantage of this situation.
And that yellow number 54 of Kyle Busch makes a big move. He should exit this corner in 4th.
It's relight again off that corner. They did not break the last time. Got through there this time. Look at Kyle Busch right deep in the corner on the outside of Haley.
That puts him on the inside, the preferred line for this next corner. He might not even need it. You take 3rd place away.
He's got A.J. Allmendinger in front of him. But out in front of this field, potentially with issues with power steering, is Noah Gragson.
Man, where?
Still
A little bit of smoke off the left front of that 54. I don't think it's bothering him too much. Oh, a little contact with AJ right there, both of them. Into this turn.
3 wide behind him for the 4th position.
Wow, they both got, even with that contact, they both got a great run on Noah. AJ right on the back of that 9 car. Into turn 7.
And more contact. AJ has the 54 of Kyle Busch all over the back of him.
All right, AJ's going to try this braking zone right here. Going to dive down inside the 9 car. Everybody pushing hard. AJ's taking it away.
They make contact. Here comes the 54 of Kyle Busch.
Kyle on the outside is going to have to get that up. That's not the fastest way around this carousel.
Can't find my card.
Look at the 54, the pace he has in the middle of the carousel. Either a better handling car or the pressure tires. I'm with you either way. I think he's a little bit better right now.
AJ gets a little bit of space between them.
Through the kink. And headed towards Canada corner.
Well, remember, A.J. Allmendinger won both stages. We know he has a good race car. Had to go all the way to the back for that pit penalty.
Little pressure tires all over the back of it.
That's right. Kyle Busch pitted at lap 36. AJ right here pitted at lap 27. Right now, that is the advantage. AJ's trying to run both lanes, be as defensive as possible. As they get a lap or two beyond this point, that advantage of tires kind of goes away.
AJ Allmendinger into turn one, has pressure from the 54. Here comes Kyle Busch, trying to take the lead away.
Yeah, I think Kyle knows.
Attack lead again.
I think Kyle knows he has to take the spot now before that advantage of the tires sort of goes away. So down here into turn 3, he has the inside line. AJ's going to give it to him, try to cross over and create some momentum. Not going to be able to do it. Not in position even in the braking zone for this turn 5 as Kyle Busch is driving away.
3 starts already on the 2021 season for Kyle Busch and 3 wins in the books. In the Xfinity Series, trying to make that 4 here at Road America. And now AJ Allmendinger back into the 2nd position.
Kyle has some great drive off of those newer tires. You can just see how much better he is. Sure, Noah hasn't forgot what happened over here in turn 8 with AJ a lap before. He's trying his hardest to get back to that 16.
Behind them guys, a guy having maybe the road course run of his career. Michael Annette's in there 5th position. Don't think of him being a road course racer, but doing a nice job today. Did a really good job on that restart. Got by several cars. Michael Annette, clean so far today. Good work.
Michael pitted lap 36 as well. The car in front of him right here, Justin Haley, pitted a little bit earlier in that, so he's got an advantage on tires right behind him. Harrison Burton trying to make a move on the net down here in the braking zone, turn 12.
Oh, there it is.
Very defensive. Oh, man, he just about got into Haley there. Pushing really hard. He drives to the outside now. Sets him up to be on the inside of this next corner. Won't need it. Clears Haley. Haley backs out.
Here's Kevin Harvick in that orange car. He's joined us. Oh, big wreck.
Ryan Seats spun around here.
Oh, no.
Cars. Oh, we get one in the wall right here. That's going to bring out a yellow.
He's stuck.
Boston, 0-2.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna end the stream.
Crash here.
And he's doing a nice job so far. There's some potential debris, but it's not on the racetrack.
Right now, still green.
Yeah, there is a little bit of debris there on the track. Not in the racing groove. They stay green.
Kyle Busch driving away.
Take a look at what happened. Canada corner. Malicki gets around in that 0-7.
My goodness. Yeah, that's a mess coming out of there. Tough deal for Malicki. Had a good run going.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna end the stream right here. Too bad I won't be able to see the end of the race, but 4 laps. There's just not enough time. So